Well, uh, in the meantime,
Hmm?
we're good.
Yeah,
Just
say.
gonna make sure my.
Oh, let me.
There we go. Oh, let me open up my own. Oh, there we go. Accept.
I'm knocking. I'm knocking. I'm knocking.
You knocked in it. He's knocked. He's knocked.
Uh, how the fuck? Shared chats. There we go. I always forget the button, but
The
I
fuck?
I figured it out.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let me post these
He's done
links,
it.
and then I am.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably get mine up as well. I just want to make sure everything
Mhm.
looks good. Oh, that's not correct. Nope. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's why.
Why?
That's better. There we go. Should be fixed now. Well, my stream manager's being a biatch. Yep, there we go. That's better. Whoa, what is that in the background? Oh, that's just that weird window capture. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Hell yeah. Okay. Everything is posted
There
where it needs to be.
we go. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, shabam. And there we go. Sweet.
All right, we
Sick
live, we good,
nest.
we doing
Hey.
all the good things. Jade gave me the head nod of approval, so I think we're set.
Sick. And boom. Shabam. All right. Just gotta open up my mobile dashboard. Yeah. And shaboom.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We
and
live.
all other forms of being, welcome back. Um, barring any technical issues this week as well,
What I'm saying.
we should have a full stream. Which sucks because we did miss some good games, but it's fine because this week is better.
Well,
Somehow.
when we're
Because
talking about
last week was
college,
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, the NFL was kind of ass this week. But, whatever. Has Aaron Glenn been fired yet?
No. You know who was fired though? Coach fucking Norvell. Bye
Yeah.
bye, you stupid excuse for a college football head coach. I jump up and down, I rejoice every single day. The 2 days he's been fired.
Yes, and that is still every day. Lions Bucks has kicked off, by the way.
Hell
So
yeah.
we will see how my NFL pick from last week pans out.
Let's start with NFL.
Um, yep, I got 4 games on the docket personally because
Well,
well, 2 of them are our usual,
yeah.
and 2 of them are games slash players that I want to fucking talk about.
Okay.
But
Well, I think you know who we're starting with today. And in that news,
oh yes, the
it's
Bengals chain is back on,
back
ladies and gentlemen.
on. It took how long was it off? 3 weeks?
Uh, 3, yeah, because 2 weeks in a bye or 2
Yeah.
losses in a bye
No, no bye. So two
or
losses.
no
Or
bye.
so it's been off for 2 weeks,
Yep. 2 weeks of Jake Browning.
and that was enough for me to take it off. And then we played Pittsburgh, dude,
One of the
dude,
worst defenses in the league.
dude.
Actually, the worst defense in the league. I'm calling it.
I mean, this is the most expensive defense in the NFL, and they've given up 30 plus points to both the Bengals and the Jets. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, they rank like dead last in like every metric whatsoever.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
they are literally the worst passing defense in the entire NFL, and they don't even rank in the top half of rushing.
So,
I'm just saying.
to quote that one fat dude from Baltimore, not. I'm also a fat dude, so I'm just saying that. That one white guy, there's just something about Flacco that, I just really fucking miss. There's something about Flacco I just really fucking like on the Cincinnati Bengals, man.
They sling the rock and it works.
I, um, hold on. I was impressed than probably more than I should have been with how Flacco played. First of all, talking about Flacco, that 12-yard rush to ice the fucking game. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
So funny. Unk
And
put on the Jets one last time.
and I say ice the game because without that run, the Bengals don't gain the momentum to go kick that field goal and win the game. Granted, Rodgers loaded up a Hail Mary of a throw where he was still slinging that bitch 60 plus air yards, and I got scared when it left his
Because it's Aaron
hands.
Rodgers throwing a
Yeah,
Hail Mary.
exactly.
That's kind of his fucking thing.
One thing I'm obviously going to address Jamar Chase, but the one thing that I noticed from this game, only 5 Bengals caught a pass. Only 5
Yeah,
Bengals were targeted.
this is true.
With the absence of Mike Gesicki, because he's on IR, his Noah Fant has seemingly been proven to be tight end one in this offense, which I love. Fuck a Drew Sample. Um, I,
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
I got
he's
a lot of
currently head and
questions.
one on the depth chart
I got
with
a,
obviously Gesicki out.
so the Bengals are doing this really cool thing called benching people who are healthy, and Jermaine Burton has been a healthy scratch every game this season, and he was one of our third overall draft picks last year, or our third round draft picks last year. What are we doing? If you're
I
teaching the
don't
kid a
know.
lesson and he hasn't learned it by now, then trade him, because we need more weapons. I love Yoshi. I love Yoshi Voss to death. He Jermaine Burton is more skilled. He has a more raw natural talent, athletic, naturally. Um, he's just going to be better. He's going to be better in this offense and get a lot of the pressure off Chase. Because this stat line,
23 targets?
this isn't happening every week.
Yeah. Like you target him 23 times against like an opportunistic defense that capitalizes on targeting one person like the Bears.
Uh huh.
You're getting picked off 3 fucking times
Yeah. So
at a minimum.
I'm not really big. Um.
But
Uh. But
getting the
it worked
ground game
out.
established, at least to some degree, this game.
Yeah, and this is and I mean this is a Steelers defense that worked on their run defense. They got Derek Hammond in the first round, defensive tackle out of Oregon, who I was super high on. Um, they still have Cam Hayward at his age; he's still a game wrecker. They still T.J. Watt really isn't that like explosive in the run, but he was kind of silenced all night. And once again, an outstanding game from Amorius Mims against these high level producing edges. He's kind of taken a really big slump in the early parts of the season, but man, does he always look good against TJ Watt. Every time we play, he looks good. Dalton Risner now learning the offense and shifting over to right guard or left guard, excuse me, has been so good.
Got
That
the pick
wall,
too.
that wall
Or
of
no, I lied. No, that was DJ Turner. I lied.
yeah, I'll talk about Juan Drago Turner in just a moment, good sir. I got things to say about DJ Turner. Um, but with um, hang on, Jade's texting me about dinner. I have to make a decision. Um, the the offensive line is starting to look really. Jalen Rivers, super impressed. Ted Karras looks really good in this game. He wasn't really struggling as much as I thought he would against Cam Hayward. And they like to send Alex Highsmith up the middle too. He looked pretty good. I mean, the Bengals defense still has its holes. You know, there was no Trey Hendrickson. Cam Taylor-Britt was a healthy scratch because he did get benched, and DJ Turner was the cornerback one. Logan Wilson, he wasn't. I think he was benched, but he still played. It was a Barrett Carter and a lot of Oren Burks and Demetrius Knight. There was a huge rotation in the linebacker room. We gave up the points, but the Steelers have been scoring on everybody, so I expected them to score. I was impressed. We gave up a couple really big plays, like the touchdown to Freiermuth. Jalen Warren was fucking everywhere. And then let's see, Roman Wilson.
I will say,
had a couple,
outside of the Jets, this is the second most points they've scored all season.
Yeah. So again, that still concerns me. But the Steelers, I feel like always do well against us offensively. But from what I saw, like from the individual players, Barrett Carter was fucking everywhere. Oren Burks was shedding tackles to really get to Jalen Warren. BJ Hill looked great. Jordan Battle had the pick. Miles Murphy looked okay. Osai looked okay. Cam Sample looked okay. I really want to see more out of Chris Jenkins. We drafted him last year, second round pick, to be our run stopper. I really need to see more or to be a better pass rusher DT. I would really like to see more from him. Especially if we're scratching. Did McKinley Jackson play? No, he didn't. So I'm going to assume he was a healthy scratch too.
It seems like I record anything.
I'm a little. The D line still has me worried, but without Trey Hendrickson, I was impressed.
Given everything, at least.
Given everything, I was impressed. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. Jalen Warren, I knew was going to have a really good game. Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown, by the way.
Oh, great. Well, I'm fucked. In fantasy, at least.
Yeah, you're facing me.
Yeah.
So
It's an unfortunate week.
Yeah.
For me.
It
Again.
is what it is. But so there were a lot of negative things I could say about the Bengals that I didn't like. But there are a lot of pieces that I liked. And I'm going to give a special shout out. This is a beautiful, beautiful game played by Juan Drago Turner II. DJ Turner is top 10 in every corner statistic in the league. Every single one of them. I need you to understand this. He is the CB1 for the Bengals right now. He's a little on the shorter side, but man, oh man, does he just make plays. We saw him rip a ball from DK Metcalf's arms for a pick. That is hard. That's a hard thing to do.
It's built like a literal tank.
All I'm saying is if Cam can come back, he has a little minimized role, and maybe that takes some of the pressure off him. He can finally get his footing he's had a really bad start to the season. I think if we can get Cam back and working, or if we need to trade him, then we trade him. There's been rumors that the Bengals and Seahawks have been talking about a Reek Woolen for Cam Taylor-Britt swap. Reek Woolen apparently needing a change of scenery. People saying Cam Taylor-Britt also needs one. I'm not mad at that, but if we can get another Turner opposite DJ Turner who can finally start to get some rhythm, I'm going to be really excited for the secondary. Geno Stone is having an amazing season. He looks great all around. Jordan Battle is really taking a step up, especially in the run game. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I don't like giving up 31 points at home, but off of a 4-game skid, I thought we were going to lose wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
We host the Jets this Sunday, and then we host another team. I forget who. But basically, we have two.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. So we host the Jets and Chicago, and then we have a bye. honestly, dude, if we win the next 2 games going into this bye, we go into the bye 5-4. I'm back in. And this is especially against the Chicago defense that gives up a lot of runs. If we can get Chase Brown rolling into the bye, I'm happy. Chase Brown looked great, dude. He looked so good out there. Didn't touch the end zone, but man, when his number was called, he was ready to go.
Said almost 10 yards a rush. Yeah,
He looked great.
killing it
Pirine
for sure.
also being a nice little safety blanket for Flacco and how he likes to play has been a nice positive for sure.
Hey, bud.
All right. That's
sir.
that for the Steelers. I'm not too worried about them. They do have a nasty little schedule coming up though. Green Bay, you host Green Bay and Indiana and then immediately turn around, go to LA, and then you host Cincinnati. They had their bye week, week 5.
Which LA?
Oh, Chargers, sorry.
Chargers. Yeah, okay, that's not terrible, but yeah. And then yeah, host Cincy at Chicago. Ugh.
Yeah, they have a really nasty back half of the
This
season.
this next month is pretty terrible.
I mean, all I'm saying is if I'm the Steelers, I hope Trey Hendrickson isn't back in that game. I'm hoping the Bengals trade him because he likes
in a
to
month.
play in Pittsburgh. Trey Hendrickson loves to play in Pittsburgh. So
Well, they have a month.
yeah, they have a month to prepare, and their next task is Micah Parsons. So I think it's gonna be a really, 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 really interesting game. I just really hope that the Bengals can take this momentum and carry it because, man, as much as I love Justin Fields and what he's doing in New York, I want to curb
These
stomp
last
the
two-
Jets.
Also, these last 2 games for the Jets have been fucking horrendous.
Horrendous.
Like, absolutely awful. I'm shocked that Steve Wilkes hasn't been fired into the sun already.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I mean, they had another absolute dud in the passing game,
yeah.
which I guess slight tangent about the Jets. I mean, Fields' Linsanity run is over. He's getting too cautious with the ball.
Yeah, and I think that also stems from, when you have
Nothing around you.
when you have nothing around you, your number one weapon is completely hurt. Garrett Wilson is hurt. Your next option up is a rookie tight end, and your backup running back in Braylon Allen, who is super athletic. He's not here. He tore his ACL. So if you I don't know. It's really hard.
Yeah. But anyways, tangent over on that one.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my big rant about the Bengals. Hopefully we can win next Sunday and carry the momentum against the Bears because that's not going to be an easy game for us, but I hope that we can still win. But I don't know, man. I was really, really proud of that Cincinnati win.
I mean I would be too after having Flacco just like learn the playbook and just bing bang boom having his Linsanity run version 2.
Oh, dude, he said he still isn't fully immersed in the playbook. He's just out there fucking it up.
Fuck it, Jay Chizzy down there somewhere.
Burrow has done that since Jamar has been in the league. Amon-Ra already has 2 catches for 51 yards and a touchdown.
Whatever.
Lions got the ball again.
It is what it is. And also, my Bucks pick is looking real cooked.
Yeah.
So far.
Well, hold on. The Bucks have been playing from behind every single game this year.
This is true.
I just don't think you can do it against Detroit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So speaking of Chicago, actually, Chirac.
You want to talk about the Chicago game?
Yeah, cause I got some words.
Before you go into your rant, can I say something? So I watched a little bit of this game. And I will say, from what I saw, the Saints are literally a quarterback away. From what I saw, they are a quarterback away. If they went out and got someone like Flacco, they win this game.
I've been saying that since this offseason,
Yeah.
and wouldn't you know it, we're correct.
That
7 games in, we're fucking right. Boom. Shocker. Mickey Loomis is a fucking dumbass.
Yep. That being said,
Our O-line still sucks cock, though.
yeah, it's bad and Kamara has to leave.
He needs to go. But that's the thing. I read something this week.
Mm-hmm.
He's considering retiring if he gets traded
Yeah, so no team's going to trade for him because why would you give up assets?
for someone that's gonna say "fuck you," I'm not playing.
Exactly.
So it's just, it's like I respect the dedication. I really fucking do.
Oh yeah.
I really do. But like, man, I we're not going back to 2019, bruh. I'm sorry.
I think the
Like,
Bucks just got a pick.
I don't want to waste your please.
My friend in the Buccaneers, who's a Buccaneers fan, in our group chat's going insane, but ESPN isn't updating.
Yeah, fair.
Yep, pick. Or no, sack, fumble recovery.
Works for me. Yeah, it's just it's just I want him to be on a team that is still successful because he can do good things still. He is just stuck behind an offensive line that couldn't block a piece of Swiss cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will admit, Rattler was more accurate than usual, shockingly. But I'm gonna check his depth of pass chart because I have a feeling a lot of that was short ball.
Hmm.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
While you look that up, shout out Chris Olave and Juwan Johnson. They both had really good games.
Yes, absolutely. And shout out Sheed for having a pretty decent day, all things considered.
I mean, 4 of 9 isn't like super.
Isn't fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also because you have Spencer fucking Rattler throwing.
He
to
he
you.
was underthrown a lot.
So
I will say that.
exactly. I mean, 16 passes from within 10 yards, 6 between 10 and 20, 4 between 20 and 30, and 1 of 4 from 30 plus. I mean, it's all short ball.
Yeah.
So my point still stands about fucking Sheed and not using him correctly
For
because Spencer
sure.
Rattler can't throw the ball farther than a fucking paraplegic grandma.
So true. Paraplegic grandma's a
But
little crazy, but sure.
a little bit. Yeah, like again, I really like our receiving core. I like our core guys that we have.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill and Juwan Johnson with Foster Moreau as a good tight end 3. We have a great tight end room. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We have a very well-rounded tight end room, and I don't think a lot of teams in the league have that sort of strength. There aren't a lot.
There aren't a lot. The Steelers definitely have it. I would say at this point the Bengals have it just because how they utilize their different tight ends. The Niners for sure have it. They got Kittle and Tongs and who's the other guy? There's one more. Pharrell.
Oh, yeah.
Pharrell. They have
Yeah.
him.
But
There's a handful, but there aren't many. I will agree with you.
yeah,
There's
it's not a typical system
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, you have
Um,
you have the Juwan Johnson, your Taysom Hills. I would really
Foster
like.
Moreau has hands when
I
he
would like
when
to see Foster Moreau more in this offense. I don't understand why
Yeah.
he's not there. If you're
he's
gonna,
getting the shaft.
if you're not using him the way he should, because AK's not getting rushing production and AK's getting older, why not run a 2 tight end system with one in the backfield? I don't get it.
Run Taysom Hill. We've seen that he can run. Well, okay. This stat line was not indicative of his rushing
Yeah.
for today, but all things aside, we have seen him do this before when he was filling at the QB position.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you put Foster Moreau and Juwan Johnson like on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. It even gives whoever's behind behind center more time, and it's like it enrages me that we
Yeah.
aren't starting Shuck still. It sends me up a goddamn wall.
I mean, at this point, you have to use your rookie because it
Play
can't get
him.
worse.
Literally. We literally have one goddamn win. I just like I understand if we're still tanking, that's fine, that's cool. There are some good QBs in this draft, but also if we're tanking for a QB in this draft, why the shit did we draft Tyler Shuck last year in the
Yeah.
second round when we could have waited so many rounds, grabbed a better quarterback? It's like it's the same it's the same shit we've been saying, but it's every fucking week. It is the same points over and over because the problem just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai just fucking
Hey,
ran a train, bro.
Monongai is crazy for a rookie. I was impressed watching him.
Oh, like and that's the thing. We've seen his tape at Rutgers.
Oh
We
yeah.
knew he was gonna be
Oh
good.
yeah. I just
When
didn't
he went
expect.
for like when he went for like what 100 plus on OSU like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, this dude's special.
Well, see, my thing is, my thing is the Bears have a very questionable interior line just because of it's a lot of new guys. Dude, it looked put together against this fucking Saints team, and I
Yeah.
get it. Like Saints are like one of the bottom 5 teams in the league.
But
If
our defense is not our worst part.
exactly,
That's the worst part.
so that even scares me more for when we have to play them. I will say,
And shout out Jonas Sanker, for
oh
having a pretty
true,
decent game
oh
as well.
true.
He's been doing well. Also shout out Chase Young, OSU legend, half a sack.
hmm
Good shit.
I will say this: the Bears receiving core to me makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You brought in Colston Loveland and Luther Burden and Monangai, as well as Zacchaeus in free agency. Well, you already have DJ Moore, you already have Romeo Adunze, you already had Cole Kmet, you already had DeAndre Swift. At this point, how are you going to establish a number one wide receiver when everyone can just get it any given day? And I know that like shouldn't be a topic, but it is because how are you going to build more chemistry thoroughly with your young and impressionable quarterback?
Which also they had a not so great day through the air. I want to check Williams through the air as well, like his depth chart, because I would imagine it's pretty similar.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't even attempt a 30 plus yard pass.
I mean to be fair,
And
he didn't need to.
everything from well, but when you have guys like Luther Burden,
Yeah,
you should be able to, and like Roma Dunze, you should be able to do that.
I
I
agree.
mean, they were 0 of 4 from anything greater than 20. They
Yeah,
literally did not get more than a 20-yard pass
yeah,
all
I
game.
agree. I agree completely.
To be fair, I think that's also a like something that's good to be said about our defense because I mean, you have Kool-Aid McKinstry who's having a really good year all things considered.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, you have Jordan Sanker, our new rookie, who is also playing really well. I'd like to see what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have oh shit, where was it? Danny Stutzman, also another rookie. He's not
Mm-hmm.
having as crazy of a year, but I'm not expecting every single rookie to go out and do like all these insane things.
Yeah.
I also don't know how many games Stutzman has. Okay, Stutzman has yeah, Stutzman only recorded stats in 2 games so far this year anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, having a what's that? A 3-5 line through 2 games is not terrible
Yeah.
realistically.
No.
So, and like obviously we still have some of those guys on the line like Carl Granderson, Chase Young, and Demario Davis obviously was like
Love me some Demario Davis.
our leading tackler on the day. He's really good. I hope he sticks around for a long time. Or a long enough time at
Mm-hmm.
least. Obviously you also have Alontae Taylor out there as well. So again, like I do think our assessment of we're a quarterback away is true to an extent.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Um, but I do think a lot of our problems would be solved if we had a top 16 quarterback.
I don't even think you need that much, dude. I think you just need not fucking Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. A guy who can throw it more than 15 air yards, basically. Because how many of his pass yards were after catch? I didn't even look at that part either, because that's also an important. Okay, only 69 of his pass yards were after catch, but
Nice.
oh yeah, nice. But still, again, it's just same old, same old.
Yeah.
We need to start Shuck, and I don't know who's stopping Shuck from starting, but whoever it is, they need to give
Yeah.
right this instant. Because I want to see Shuck get some fucking experience for when. Because the way I see this game plan happening is we start Shuck, he gets some experience this year, we go out in the draft, we grab some of the extra parts that we need, like O lineman, a running like a top tier running back.
Mhm.
Because there are some really good ones this year. Like if we got a Mud Hardy from Missouri,
Mhm.
I'd be over the moon.
Yeah.
I would be over the goddamn moon about that. And if we got some good O line play as well,
Mhm.
because I think the defensive parts are starting to gel together a lot better.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just like a couple pieces in the offense that need work
Mhm.
for us to really be a complete team to where our offense isn't going out there for only 2 minutes, dicking around doing nothing, and then the defense is back on the field,
Yeah.
and they're just doing that over and over and over and over and over. It's unsustainable.
Mhm.
Um, so and yeah, it's just like I mean, we had three drives in the first quarter, and we had four drives in the second quarter, including only a 46-second TD drive, which again does not give the defense
Mhm.
time to rest. Our
Yeah.
longest time of possession was a 5-minute drive.
That's oof.
It is disgusting how little we are on the field.
Yeah.
Also, this game would have been closer if we hadn't missed a fucking field goal because Blake Groupie is a terrorist.
Yeah, he is not good.
I do not know why we have not fired that motherfucker into the sun. Genuinely. There are so many good kickers out there. For fuck's sake, we literally saw um shit, what's his name? Rodriguez. Um Glasses. Damn it, why can't I
Blank
remember his name?
what?
Rodrigo
Blankenship?
Blankenship. Yeah, Rodrigo Blankenship. Pick his ass up, dude. Just do it. We've seen him in the NFL before. I
Or how
truly
about
do not get why we're or Youngwei Koo. He's
yeah.
still a free agent.
Yeah.
He has literally terrorized us for years. Pick him up.
Yeah, literally just anyone.
Fucking hell. But again, Mickey Loomis is just I guarantee you he would lose Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
I like genuinely I'd ask him if he like had half of his brain taken out.
Yeah.
I just or whoever is keeping Spencer Rattler in the game, whoever is keeping Blake Groupie around,
Mhm.
hit them in the head.
Yeah, true.
Ask them what the fuck they're doing.
True.
Because when we keep doing this bullshit, it fucks us over because we're too stubborn in our ways for the most stupid fucking reasons that we can't move on from something that has clearly failed because we're too far in or something like that.
Mhm.
I mean, how long has Groupie been in the goddamn league? He's been in the league for 3 years and he has shown regression in that time. It is
Yeah.
unbelievable like just the amount that we have to excuse from this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like he's 70% on field goals. It's I mean it's fucking
Yeah.
laughable.
Yeah. I'm with it.
He went he went 80% in 2023, had an improvement, went 90% in 2024, and now he's 70% in 25.
Mhm.
I mean, like it's just I
Yeah.
it enrages me to a shocking degree.
Mhm.
So I they need to just move on from some of these pieces that
Mhm.
they're staying too stubborn about
Yeah.
because Like, I understand it's Kellen Moore's first year. He wants to kind of establish something.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're establishing something, you get rid of the old stuff that sucks.
Yeah.
And we are currently not getting rid of the old stuff that sucks. Admittedly, one of the old things that's not necessarily sucks, but sucks because of the system they're in, doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
That part I understand.
For sure.
I understand if we don't trade Kamara. I understand if we don't hear a single trade offer about him. That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else that I already mentioned, fuck you. Get your head out of your dick hole and wake up and play some fucking football better than someone that's coaching a middle school team that goes winless for 5 years in a row. Christ. It's like Mickey Loomis, like, somehow had the part of his brain that understands football surgically removed after Drew Brees retired. And seen. Because fuck this shit, man. But whatever. We're tanking for the number 2 because the Jets suck worse than us somehow.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We've been on the draft boards for the past 3 weeks. That is not changing.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, rant over. Have fun with Chicago.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
One thing I want to go over is the Patriots real quick.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they find another Tom Brady, man? It pisses me off. Mind you, Drake May this weekend broke. This weekend, Drake May broke a record that Tom Brady set on the Patriots
Mm-hmm.
16 years ago for highest completion percentage in a game with a minimum of 20 attempts.
Yeah.
91% of his passes.
Yep.
And Ramondre Stevenson is alive, which is shocking.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also the Titans, so let's pump the brakes on that sentiment. Because he can be alive, he can just still suck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mike Vrabel just he is so much better off there than
Oh
with
my gosh, yeah.
the Titans. I mean,
Because
it's like
they're giving him the Bill treatment. They're letting him do whatever the fuck he wants.
yeah.
Robert Kraft doesn't want to care about his football team anymore.
He's probably too old to understand what's going on.
I mean, Jerry Jones still has a lot of.
Okay, well, Jerry Jones also doesn't know what the fuck is going on, and he makes decisions, so it's evident they don't know what the fuck's going on.
I agree. I will say one thing about the Patriots. Quit shafting Henderson, bro. You drafted him second round for a fucking reason. 2 carries? Are we for
Fuck
real?
you. Like, how is Terrell Jennings getting more carries than this guy?
I don't fucking know, man.
But we've been saying that for weeks, and they're still
Yeah.
not changing their ways. So, Mike Vrabel might just fucking hate him. I don't know, or whoever the offensive coordinator is, they might just fucking hate him.
I don't get it, man. I really don't. I just don't. What I will say is, all of the Patriots wide receivers looked amazing, but I think it's because the Titans are just that bad.
The Titans defense is just that fucking bad.
I mean, dude, in this point through Cam Ward's career, through 7 games, we saw more out of what was his name? What the fuck was the Titans QB before him? The dude who fucking put mayo in his coffee.
Oh, Will Levis.
Yeah, we saw more out of Will Levis than we have from Cam Ward in this amount of time.
I will say he did have a good game this game. But this is an isolated incident because if you look at the rest of his stats,
he didn't though. He didn't have a good game. The thing is, when you throw a pick and lose a fumble, and this is the 4th game in this season, 4th game that he has lost a fumble and thrown a pick.
Yeah, everything else. I mean, it's literally just his completion percentage, and he got good yardage,
Yeah.
but I take that with a grain of
I
salt.
mean,
So
I mean, and this Titans secondary isn't bad. L'Jarius Sneed, Amani Hooker, uh, and then you have Quandre Diggs. Like, this is supposed to be a good secondary.
Mhm.
And then on the defensive line, you have and you have Xavier Woods. And on the defensive line, you still have fucking Jeffrey Simmons, who counts as like 4 fucking people.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. The Titans have pieces, but the fact that they still just kind of have nothing, it's like just a nothing burger of a team. I don't know. The Patriots defense is fucking gross, dude.
yeah, they're disgusting. They are very disgusting. I mean, looking just through like all these games in the season, Cam Ward has less than 60% completion,
Yeah.
and
He
is less than 1.0 on his TD interception rate.
This is probably one of the most overhyped, worst first overall picks I've seen in my lifetime in the NFL. So like I like Cam Ward. I do. I think he has a lot of talent, but dude, he's not good.
Might have been a college stat patter just a little bit.
I mean, we literally saw it at Miami where he would be down doing bullshit and it would just pop out of his ass, hey, this crazy fucking play out of nowhere. So, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
but regardless, I just wanted to talk about
Yeah.
Drake May and how he's the next
He
coming of Jesus Christ.
okay, I think Drake May's good.
But
I really
but he's good.
do. I want to take it with a grain of salt just because we saw the same shit with Mac Jones. Mac Jones in New England was amazing, and then he just
For one season.
slowly started to fall off, and then he really dropped. And I don't know, I don't think the same thing's gonna happen with Drake May. I just don't want to get my hopes up because I really do like Drake May.
Yeah, that's
And,
fair. That
yeah,
10-6 season did irreparable damage
yeah.
to the expectations for Mac
But
Jones.
now Mac Jones is fucking it up on the Niners.
So maybe that was the Bill Belichick phasing out time. But
True.
did you have any games you want to talk about? Because I got one more
What's
that's
your one
definitely
more? Is it the
Giants
Broncos game?
Broncos.
Yep, Giant Broncos. I want to talk about Green Bay, Arizona.
Green Bay
And
Zona. Yep,
Philly, Minnesota. So if we want to go in order, Philly, Minnesota,
absolutely,
then Denver, and then I can end off with the Green Bay game.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I don't really think this is like a crazy game to really talk about, but I just want to say this. First of all, Jalen Hurts finally has a good passing game. Finally. It took him.
After having like the literal Avengers at his fucking
Yeah.
disposal,
Me
and
me when I benched AJ Brown after 6 straight weeks of fucking bullshit. Um. Anyway,
the one game.
the
Yep.
one game in my fucking dynasty league, but I digress. Um, dude, I've been really worried with Saquon, and
He,
and I'm just getting more worried as the year progresses.
I mean, 113 carries for 369 yards.
That's horrible.
That is so unbelievably inefficient. What are the exact numbers on that?
And this is a guy who just got paid an extension behind one of the best O lines in football. And granted, this O line is pretty banged up. The Phillies O line, as much as it's not like plastered over the news, it is hurt.
By the way, it's 3.25 yard per rush.
Cool, cool,
That
cool,
is
cool.
horribly inefficient. And
Yeah,
I guarantee you, if I look at last year and get his efficiency on that, it will be a lot different. Yeah, he's averaging almost 2.5 yards less per carry than he did last year. Or no, sorry. Yeah, he is averaging 2.5
yeah,
carries per yards per carry less than last year.
yeah. So it's a little concerning to say the least. Um, yeah, I'm just they paid him all this money. Uh,
And he's not even pulling the bullshit where he gets injured every year,
no, he's
like he
not.
did with the Giants.
It's just the fact of he is just not getting his
Inefficient right now.
production.
Yeah.
and I don't think that's anything really against him. I just think I don't know what the problem is because we saw 18 carries, 44 yards is horrendous. We saw Tank Bigsby one play immediately break off an 11-yard run.
Yeah, which was
Um,
longer than Saquon's longest run all day,
exactly. So it's
which is
just kind
crazy.
it's just kind of concerning to me where we look at this run heavy offense, and granted, they didn't need to run heavy. They had a great game through the air. That's because Minnesota's secondary is gassed. When you look at Minnesota and the teams they have placed in the secondary, like first of all, you hardly beat Cleveland after Dylan Gabriel's first start in London and you have a bye. Before that, you lost to Pittsburgh. You blow Cincinnati out of the water after Jake Browning's first official start at home. But before that, Atlanta was beating them up. And even before that, in the squeaky win against Chicago,
Chicago.
I'm pretty sure in Chicago, if I remember that game, Caleb Williams had a good game. I'm looking at the box score right now. I mean, he threw for 210. First game of the season.
Yeah.
So
I mean, with rust and everything, it's like
yeah, and I don't know, man. Like, I I thought Minnesota was gonna win this game because I thought Jalen Hurts just wasn't even gonna do anything. I'm just curious more than anything what the hell is happening in Philadelphia. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because mind you, this game they won it only converting 30% of their third downs.
Yeah. Not
and they missed technically missed their only red zone opportunity. Mind
Yeah.
you, they also won this game by 6 by also getting 2 turnovers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Minnesota.
They averaged 2 rushing yards an attempt, by the way.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, Minnesota had more opportunity to win this game, and they obviously didn't take advantage. Carson Wentz with the 2 early picks. A lot of red zone misses that had to be turned into field goals. Jefferson was just overthrown, underthrown, missed. Addison had a great game. Hawkinson had a good game. But oh shit, I just fucking won a bet. Sorry, I took David Montgomery to get a catch, and he just got to catch this drive.
Nice. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. But well, because also the thing is, it's like Philly's defense was getting to Wentz, but
Yeah. Oh, for
it was
sure.
mostly like, well, because I mean they had double the QB hits, so and they also had 2 extra passes defended, but they had less less TFLs. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting scenario, and I think the Eagles. I mean, I'd say they're probably one of the most fraudulent 5-2 teams of all time, or like they're pretty fraudulent. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say of all time. I was kind of exaggerating.
Yeah,
But still,
yeah.
it was not. It's.
There's just still a lot of question marks I have about Philly. Can they really keep up this consistency in the past? Can they really do literally anything to help establish their run? I mean, they gotta change something up with Bark. They run it up the middle, they get 2 yards, they run it up again, he gets stuffed, and then they have to pass it on third down. This offense is a little too oversimplified for how many weapons they have. It's kind of getting annoying to watch from an outside perspective. So that's all I really have to talk about. I will say this game was not lost because of Carson Wentz. He did have the 2 really, really bad picks. But he was out there doing some bullshit I haven't seen him do in years. There was one thing that I did not like about Carson Wentz, and for some reason, he could not find Jefferson. He was hitting Addison in stride, on the sideline, everywhere. Jefferson would beat Cooper DeJean, have him 5 feet out. Wentz just underthrows him. So I don't know what the problem was there. Minnesota should have won this game, but I don't think that I don't think JJ McCarthy wins it for you either. Is all I'm trying to say.
I don't think he does either, given his throwing power.
Exactly. So.
And general.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely a game of all time.
Yep, that was certainly the game of all time. Oh, nice. And a 12-yard sack for the Bucks because they need even less offense. Oh, no, sorry. Bucks got the sack.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah. No, Bucks got the sacks, but the offenses looked horrible.
The offense is also doing nothing.
The linebackers are going
But
crazy right now. That's the second sack on Goff today.
oh,
Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Besides that, I really think the Vikings have a diverse enough offense with Naylor and Hawkinson getting more of an improved role. I think it'll be nice for them to put more pressure on those guys and get Jefferson more open in space. Addison has been great coming back into this year. Would like to see a lot more of Jordan Mason. His explosiveness was really dialed back in this game, but granted, the Philly defensive front seven is insane. Philly's corners have looked really, really bad all season, and that worries me for when they have a lot of games coming up in their schedule. I was actually just looking at this earlier.
well, they have the Giants next,
Well,
but
the
also
Giants next, but
that's
like
kind of a trap game for them,
that,
honestly.
yeah, it's
With how Jackson Dart played this week,
I'll have words when we talk about that. But
yeah.
I mean, they have to play Green Bay and Detroit back to back, and then they go to Dallas, and then they host Chicago, and then they go to the Chargers. These are all heavy passing offenses. Chicago maybe a little less, but these are still quarterbacks that
But
love to
also
throw
D
deep.
Swift, but also D Swift will punch you in the fucking mouth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like these are all offenses that can still throw the ball efficiently, even if it's not like even
Mind you, you also have end of season Washington, which Jaden Daniels can sling the fucking rock, assuming he's
yeah.
healthy.
Yeah, he's had health problems. Terry McLaurin needs to get healthy.
And scary,
Debo needs
yeah, man, he
Debo
needs
needs
to
to
get
get
his
healthy.
fucking scary Terry needs to get better because I got his fat ass on my bench just sitting
Yeah.
there doing fuck all.
But anyway, I think
Anyway,
Minnesota is still a decent team. They just need to get the ball to their number one guy. It's almost like just get the ball to your guy.
crazy, I know.
That being said, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Jordan Mason needs to just be a little bit better. That's all I have to say about the Vikings offense, really.
Yep.
Now the comeback of the week.
Wait. Oh, I didn't realize how this happened.
Yeah, it was a
Holy
19-point
shit.
lead blown in one quarter.
33 points in one quarter?
Do you know why that's significant, Kyler?
Sir, why is that significant actually?
Do you know?
And
Do,
like,
do you want to know why that's significant?
why is that significant?
Because Demaryius Thomas was honored as being added to the Bronco Ring of Honor, who passed away at age 33. He was remembered and honored at that game with his head being put next to Peyton Manning's head, enshrined in Bronco history.
Damn.
For DT.
I that's some storybook shit.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
You can't write that.
You can't. You can't script that like any different. Damn. I mean, 2 1 minute. Damn, 2 minute, 1 minute drives.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was with Dart's INT. Yikes. Yeah, that's but I didn't realize, and well, also it didn't help that the Giants lost it off of a missed extra point.
They also missed a field goal earlier in this game.
Yeah. So I mean,
Wait,
the thing is,
I think they did.
albeit Dart was so inaccurate, which we kind of expected from him
Yeah,
here
'cause
and there,
he's a rookie.
given his college tape, and also he's a rookie.
So my thing with Jackson Dart, and I've been saying this for a long time, I have not been sold on Jackson Dart. You heard me say this when he beat the Chargers. You heard me say this when he played against the Saints. Dude, I am not fucking sold on Jackson Dart. I wasn't sold on him being drafted in the first round. I still think the Giants should have
We
taken
weren't sold on
Sugar.
him coming out of Ole Miss. We saw his tape and we were like,
Yeah.
He
And-
might be like, we thought he was like
Uh,
like fourth, fifth round pick, and
Uh, do you
I don't
know, like, I just have to say, his touchdowns were off of blown coverage, a Cam Scatterboo everything run,
Yeah.
and a deflected pass into the arms of Theo Johnson into blown coverage. I'm sorry, I am not sold on a box score of 3 touchdowns. And people can get mad at me all they fucking want. They can say I don't know ball. They can say whatever. Um,
Also, the completion percentage is something that is
because he doesn't know how to fucking direct a short ball. It was thrown into traffic every time.
he can't like finesse it like slightly toward like into the receivers, like only the receiver's
No,
range.
because he was at Ole Miss, and Ole Miss has 6'5" receivers where their catch radius is fucking everywhere.
Their catch radius is yes.
So while I do like that he was spreading the love, and Wandale Robinson had a really good game, and Danny Bellinger had a really good game, and Theo Johnson had a really good game, I'm not sold.
Yeah.
I'm not sold because not only that, this defense had everything in a bag. Everything in a bag first half. Bo Nix looked like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
Adebo was everywhere. Brian Burns had 2 sacks. D'Anthony Belton looked really good. Phillips looked really good. Obviously, you had Sexy Dexy. Abdul Carter made a big play. Kayvon Thibodeau made a big play. This was a good game for this New York Giant defense, and then somehow, somewhat gone.
It just
Yeah, suddenly, Bo Nix was just hitting Sutton and Mims. Bang, bang, bang. Evan Ingram, bang. Dobbins got established. Bang. Like, it just all happened all at once, and the Giants weren't ready.
and they literally fucking just fell apart.
Yeah. Bo Nix carried for what, 2 touchdowns on the ground? Did he have? Yeah, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Dude, it was a crazy game.
I'm trying to look at like the all plays feed and oh, I also need to check on their penalties. No, and yeah, Broncos are more heavily penalized this game too. So I mean, they were playing. I mean, they were really, really, really playing sloppy.
Yeah.
Through the first couple of quarters, and then just
It
nope.
it just
Hold on.
the game was flipped on its head, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was throwing. Oh Jesus, yeah. I mean, in quarter one, 4 of 9, 27 yards, took a sack.
Yeah.
Quarter two, 5 of 10, 55 yards, and 1 sack.
Mm-hmm.
Third quarter, 2 of 6, 23 yards, and 1 carry for -1 yards. And
Yeah.
then quarter four, 16 of 25, 174, 3 carries for 46 yards, and 2 tutties.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally just appeared out of thin fucking air.
It was crazy. It was insane.
I mean, look at the rating breakdown between the quarters.
Yeah. No,
Nothing, nothing, nothing. Boom.
I saw it, man. Shit was crazy.
It's wild, but yeah, it's crazy because I feel like the Giants are better than the 2-5 record suggests.
And that can be true. And that can be true. Still not sold. Still not sold on darts.
But,
still not sold on
yeah.
on this offense as a whole. I'm sold on the defense. Given a couple plays at the corner position where I'm a little questionable. But at the same time, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just this was a weird fucking game, and nothing is real in the NFL. I mean,
so true. So true.
week
King.
after week, this league proves that nothing is sacred and anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, truly, this is truly the year of any given week.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Bullshit can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Anyway.
And shout out DT, rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know about the whole. I didn't even know that it all happened in one quarter. I figured it just kind of like slowly happened all game.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
Yeah, that is insane. Okay, last one on the day. Green Bay, Arizona.
Yes, sir. Let me
I'll
Sorry.
say this much. I'll say this much. Just seeing
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett fall out in Kyler Murray's absence.
Hmm.
Kyler Murray era in Arizona is done. It is done.
Yeah, yeah, we talked about it last week.
Yeah. And I think this fully cements it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They'll be looking to move on for sure. Um, he
Poor
just,
Marv, man. Poor
poor,
poor Marv, man. He's having a shit year,
yeah,
and it really
yeah,
sucks to see. It really really sucks to see because he's just not performing at the level that he should be, and it's disappointing in every single aspect.
Breaking news out of the NFL: Brandon Graham officially unretiring to join the Eagles as an extra pass rusher, with Zadarius Smith now retiring this past weekend.
Interesting. Brought homie out of retirement for this shit. That's crazy.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Jade. Do you need a hand?
I don't have any right now. Here.
Oh, you went to Sonic?
Well, because I forgot to order drinks.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So she ordered McDonald's, forgot to get the drinks, so then she went to Sonic.
Onk. But also, anyways, W.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. And my thing with this game, the more and more I watch Jordan Love, the more and more questions I have about him this season. Last season he looked so good, and everyone was just firing. And now I'm just seeing a little more inconsistency out of him. He's not really passing the ball as much as I thought he would. He's not really having a deep ball established. He missed Romeo Dobbs on a couple of passes, which I thought he should have definitely had him on. So I'm just a little curious, you know? Like, what's going on in Green
Yeah.
Bay? Is there a change in like offensive pressure? What's the word? What's the haps? You know?
The thing is that he regressed from 2023 to 2024.
I know, but I thought that was
He's
just because of his
technically
injury.
his projection technically because of it, technically his projections like are taking him back to that sort of like 4,000 yard season.
Yeah,
With like 11 the usual 11 picks and
yeah,
around 25 to 30 touchdowns. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, so far his QB rating is higher than it has been in both seasons so far.
yes.
So
I'm not, and I'm like aware of his rating, like I get it from like a statistical standpoint, but he's not explosive. And given Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs has not struggled, but he's been a little more uneasy this season, would have kind of liked to see. What's this? Why is there a bag?
Oh. Those were free.
Oh, okay, thank you. Given Josh Jacobs has had some like regression this season, would like to see more out of Love. And I get it. Watson is still hurt. Romeo Dobbs is now your number one receiver, especially after the Reed injury as well. So
Tucker Kraft is still out there, obviously. You still
Yeah.
have him. You have Matt Golden still as
Golden
like your
has
solid
looked
wide
great.
receiver too.
he's looked great. I think for his
Yeah.
place and his
Which is
like
crazy because he's on wide receiver 1 on the depth chart.
I think given his like his collegiate experience, I expected a little bit more out of him. But then again, with how conservative this passing offense seems to have been, I've been impressed with his usage.
Yeah.
But I really think you could use him more.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you just standing there? She's standing in the back corner.
Ominous.
I guess.
Standing there.
Menacingly. Trey McBride is tight end 1 though.
Yeah.
It's not Kelsey. It's
He's-
not Kittle.
He's having an insane season.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had an insane season last season. He's done nothing but get better.
Yeah. And Zonovan Knight had an okay game as well, but we don't expect much out of the Arizona rushing game realistically.
You gotta remember,
But also, Micah Parsons is on the under end of that bullshit.
Who is a
so-
better run defender than people take him for.
Mhm.
But you need to remember this about the Cardinals' run game. James Conner exploded his knee.
Yeah.
And then,
Amari DiMercado comes in. He dies.
well, not even Dean Mercado. There's another guy before him.
Yeah, the guy that fumbled on the 1 yard line.
No,
Or no, that was DiMercado.
that was Dean Mercado.
Shit. I know who you're talking about. Stop. Get your paws out of my freaking chair, dude. Dude, you're freaking out. Chill out.
Here, I'll
Sorry.
look it up. You're good.
Trey
Atten-
Benson.
Yeah, Trey Benson. Trey Benson comes
Yeah.
in, has two
He
really.
blows his meniscus.
Yeah.
He's on IR.
So it's just like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. I mean, now your RB1 is Donovan Knight. Your or I guess Bam Knight, excuse me, because that's his nickname.
Yeah. Bam's
you
had
have
a couple
Michael
good
Carter.
games.
You have Michael Carter now in your 2 slot and Dearness Johnson as your only available 3.
The fact that Dearness Johnson is still on a fucking NFL roster is insane to me.
Dude's how long has this dude been in the Oh no, he's just terrible.
Yeah, he's just bad.
Yeah.
It's not because he's a vet. It's just because he's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just I mean, all things considered, it was still a good game from the Cardinals. It's just
Yeah.
Green Bay
But
just
then-
played better.
But then you need to remember this is a Green Bay team that didn't even take off for the Cardinals Stadium until late Saturday because of mechanical issues. And Josh Jacobs was supposed to not play because he was sick and has a leg injury. So this was a Green Bay team already playing on their back foot, and they still couldn't get it done.
Yeah. Even
Even on
like
the backup
away.
QB.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and I don't know how long the Jonathan Gannon experience lasts in Arizona, because
I think
I mean I think they might try a QB change and then see what happens with Gannon, but
I think come Black Monday, I think he's out.
Gannon might be the first to go, but also Kyler Murray also needs to go in the offseason.
I think him, Aaron Glenn, and Zach Taylor are going to be the first 3 coaches out this season.
I wouldn't be surprised, because I mean Zona was slated for at least a 500 season again,
Well,
or at least a fringe playoff,
Well, given the state of the NFC West teams, the 49ers are hurt to hell. The Seahawks are on a new entire offensive legion, so you should be able to take advantage of having prior chemistry. And then the Rams are just getting older. Outside of Puka and Kyron, but Kyron's usage is going down and Puka's hurt. So this is a Arizona Cardinals team that isn't in no means talent-wise the best, but they should be like the Steelers.
They should be competing still,
So
and it's just not happening because now they're 2-5, which, again, they also blew a game they should have won to the Titans. So they're playing a lot of these games close, because I'm pretty sure their goal differential, or like their differential is not that bad. So they say they went +7, +12, +11,
Wow.
+8. They have a
Um,
positive. I think they have a positive differential, and they are 2-5.
Jameer Gibbs, 78-yard rushing touchdown. He already has 106 yards on the ground, and we're not even done with the half.
Fuck me, man. Yeah, but the Cardinals, I believe, have a +1 differential, and they are 2-5. Sorry, a -1, a -1 differential, and they are 2-5. With them losing their last 5 games in a row by a combined, what's that? 4, 8, 9, 12, 13 points. A combined 13 points over 5 games they have lost by.
That's
like
crazy.
it is shocking how bad of choke artists they are.
So
I mean, and their last 2 drives of the game lasted, like, they weren't long drives, and they also ended in turnover on down. So like they are the choke artist of choke artists.
oh,
right
for
now.
sure. I will say, I think this just needs to be a retool year for Arizona. They need to. I think if they've drafted QB, they keep Gannon. In any other situation, he's gone.
Yeah, because again, they see how Gannon minus Kyler Murray works
Mhm.
and see if that's the problem. Or if it was maybe a Gannon problem alongside Kyler Murray exacerbating
I think
it.
the way he coaches, also given what happened to the running back who fumbled, I think it's a Gannon problem.
Yeah,
So,
he did have to come out and apologize for that one. So
yeah. So that's my
Yeah.
take.
And I hope MHJ does rebound from this pretty bad season. I hope he doesn't get in his own head, but
Mhm.
he can't get out of that funk, and I don't know if the coaching staff is gonna help him get
Mhm.
out of that funk. So I worry about
I have
that.
faith. I have faith. We'll be good.
But I have faith. I have faith. He is good. We know he is good. He just needs the opportunities.
Mhm. Dallas and Washington was a nothing burger. CD
Yeah,
is
that
top 5. JD
whatever.
got hurt. Javonte Williams resurgency is feeding families.
And everything else. Oh, shout out Judkins for a 3-tutty game.
Mhm.
And shout out Tua for cementing his legacy as one of the worst Dolphins quarterbacks to ever exist.
He's out. He's out, bro.
He's done.
It's year 6. Why are we still having decision issues? Fucking figure it out.
Yeah. Also, Mike McDaniel is getting fired. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1,000. I feel like he might be the first one to go, or he'll be in the first 3 to go on
Yeah.
Black Monday.
Well, if the Bengals keep winning,
For
it sure as shit won't be Zach Taylor.
Yeah. So he might get replaced, but Mike
Um,
McDaniel is already out the door.
Would you say that the Dolphins will move off of either Achan or Jalen Waddle? Or do you think they're just going to keep him?
The thing is like outside of Achan, you have nothing in the run game, so you need to have something so you can
Mhm.
still be competitive. And with with no Tyreek Hill, possibly ever again, you need your number one guy. You can't be relying on Nick Westbrook-Akine and
I will not take
Dwayne
Nick Westbrook
Eskridge.
Akine slander. I will not take Nick Westbrook Akine slander. He's so goaded.
I'm sorry, man.
That
but it's
motherfucker
just
has
like,
won me
this
so
is
many parlays.
like you have Dwayne Eskridge and Malik Washington as your other guys around you.
That is so true.
It is such a nothing burger receiving core.
I agree.
And if you get rid of Devon Achan, you literally have nothing.
Yeah.
And Ewers isn't NFL material. So
Not yet, but I think he
literally,
can be.
he can be. It's just right now it is not it. I mean, if you look at their depth chart, like again, Ollie Gordon is a rookie and he's been inefficient when we've seen him. And outside of Jalen Waddle, your receiving core
Mm-hmm.
is a bunch of JUCO guys.
I mean,
Like
the 2 games of Darren Waller were awesome. But, like,
yes, the
what
2
else
games
outside of
Darren
that?
Waller, that's literally it. So you have no offense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bruh, your
like
girl got to fix her posture. My God.
shut up, bro. It's the engineering posture. What do you expect? I've got the same one.
So true.
Has Jack Jones really been performing in Miami? I have heard hide nor hair
no.
of him. No. So that's a guy you traded a decent amount of stock for, and you're just not.
Yo. So Mike Evans got knocked the fuck out apparently, and he's hurt.
All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't start him this week, but my
Well,
God, man.
Dude, after the hammy injury, and he's been targeted 3 times, no catches, and then he gets slammed. I'm officially starting to worry about Unk. I'm officially starting to worry.
Yeah. Unk might be in some CTE protocol. Well, that's fun.
So
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
back to it. The Dolphins, I mean, they have nothing. Truly. Like, the parts that you need to move on from are the things holding your team together. So when you move on from that, you have literally nothing. The Dolphins are entering a dark age, and I do not know when they will get out of it. and it is not looking like it is anytime within the next half decade.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm calling it right now. I do not think Miami will be relevant until the turn of the decade.
I think they need to
They
have
will
a
not.
fire sale.
They will not have. They will not see the playoffs for another 5 years.
Like, look, man.
Guaranteed. Like Clearhouse, GM, coaches, coordinators, players,
Mhm.
just get it all out
Um.
because you have done nothing but regress the past couple of
Oh,
years.
for sure. I will say, Miami has an overflux of pass rushers. Ship them off. New England needs one. San Francisco needs one. This is the time to sell, so that these playoff teams can just fucking overpay. Get rid of Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Get rid of Jalen Phillips. If you need to move off of Achane or Waddle, do it the fuck now, because you're going to need these draft picks. Tua is worth shit. Darren Waller is old. There is no team.
Yeah. I mean, when did Mike McDaniel come on as head coach, if I remember correctly?
21, 22?
I'm just going to verify that real quick. 22.
22, okay.
So he came on in 2022 off of an old coaching regime, 9-8.
Yeah.
2023, 11-6. In those 2 years, those are. Oh wait, it said coach right here. Duh. You lose 2 wild card playoff spots.
Mm-hmm.
And last year you're 8-9. You missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, Brian Flores did not have a good tenure here as well. But his first year in 2020 was because of Adam Gase.
Well, Brian Flores was restricted due to
Also-
other reasons.
Yeah, that's on some. He had a whole court case and everything for that because racism.
Get Brian Flores in Cincinnati. We're winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Honestly. But I mean, you're 8-9. You know, it's like okay, you had a rough year because of injuries, and then you come into this year with some renewed hope that Tua can progress and all this other crap.
Mm-hmm.
You're 1-6 now. I mean, you've lost your top receiver that you've paid millions to and tried to defend through thick and thin. Devon Achane is not having the year that he realistically should.
But he's still explosive, though. I will say that Devon
He's
Achane
still
is doing.
explosive.
He's doing everything he fucking can, given the quarterback play.
Giving all the play in Miami. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this team is just is dead beyond all belief. And if I was a Miami Dolphins fan, I'd be bandwagoning already.
Yeah.
Like at least with the Saints, I can see how we have a way out.
Mm-hmm.
But the Dolphins, fuck man, you gotta have you need to make like perfect choices for years
Mm-hmm.
to even get to the point of being able to compete again.
Yeah, and this is an AFC that's going through a entire culture shock. You know, like all
The
of
Jets are still running through coaches and quarterbacks. The Bills are starting to look shakier. The Patriots are on the rise again. It's just there's so much changing.
The Broncos are on the rise again. There's a lot of older quarterbacks right now with younger injured so it's a whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this game just cemented how terribly in the water Miami is, pun not intended.
For sure.
Also, do not let this game fool you about Dylan Gabriel. He still sucks. I don't care. You don't win by 25 points by only passing for 116 yards. That's what happens when Quinshon Judkins runs for 25 times and scores 3 goddamn times.
That's also what happens when you have a defense that actually starts to gel together.
That's also what happens when you let Harold Fannin Jr. do his thing.
So true.
Go fucking figure.
Love Harold Fannin Jr.
Love me some Harold Fannin Jr. I mean, Greg Delpit with 1 sack and 1 forced fumble. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
Rayshon Jenkins too with a pick. Campbell with a pick.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Ronnie
I
Hickman.
was gonna say, how about newly acquired Campbell, who came into
Oh
this,
yeah, Tyson Campbell. Yeah, from Jags. I forgot. Yeah.
yeah, fresh off of a new trade that sent Greg Newsome to
Which
Jacksonville.
I thought was wild. They sent him off, but
Do you know why? Greg Newsome's due for a contract. Campbell was signed for cheaper. And Campbell immediately comes in and makes a fucking play. I was
Yeah.
really impressed with this Brown secondary. Granted, they were catching chicken wings. Regardless,
yeah, they were catching Tua balls because he's Tua turned the ball over.
regardless, I was impressed.
Yeah. I believe that's all the NFL talk for this week, though. I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything else. I
Yeah.
mean, Rams absolutely murdered the Jags, but
Bro, Mike was on a stretcher.
yikes. Huh?
Mike Evans was on a stretcher.
Oh, fuck.
Yo.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's
Damn, bro.
yeah, this shit might be cooked.
The Bucks might be fucking fried.
Because they don't know when they're getting Chris Godwin back either, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, man.
Anyway, do you want to go ahead and pick NFL games because we're here and we've talked about the NFL enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got my week 8 game of the week.
I think this is by Mageddon. I think there's 6
I'm not
teams on by this week.
I'm not surprised, but I know the one. I think the game that I had. Hold on, let me scroll to
Okay,
the bottom of my list
so
here without.
Are your
spoiling
game of the
anything.
week and game you're picking the same game?
For the NFL? Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Cowboys Broncos.
Okay.
Broncos coming off of a very emphatic, obviously comeback win, and the Cowboys also coming off of a very good emphatic win against DC.
got?
That being said, the Broncos I think are weaker than their record suggests, and I think the Cowboys are stronger than their record suggests. And I think that Dak Prescott has been playing at a great level with CeeDee Lamb in tow. So
You think the Broncos are going to get roped in by these Cowboys?
I'm taking the Cowboys to do the very thematic thing of roping the horse mascot team.
Very good. So my pick is Bengals. Nah, bro, I'm not. Can't do our own teams. That's a
Sorry,
rule.
but
A game that I have been watching and am very excited for, and this might be a weird pick. The Bills Panthers.
you know what? I actually did eye that one up because the Panthers are 4-3 right now.
The Panthers are 4-3, and granted, Andy Dalton did have to come in, and he did not do a good job against the Jets. And it looks like Bryce Young is going to be pretty week to week. That being said, the Bills have been on a downslide. Not in like a crazy way, but they finally have a home
Vulnerability.
game against a good team, and they lose. And then they finally have an away game. It's their first week 6 was their first away game. And I say that because it was an away game in New York. No, it wasn't. That crowd was more blue than green. And now they have to go play in Carolina with this Carolina team that is fueling themselves. J.C. Horn looks fantastic. The pass rush looks so good in Carolina. The offensive line has been doing some good stuff. Chuba Hubbard is back. Rico Dowdle has looked explosive. Xavier Legette's getting a lot of touches. Tess really stepping into his own. I'm going to take the Bills, but I'm real shaky about my pick.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a game to watch. And if Josh Allen proves me wrong and he shows me that why he's the reigning MVP, then that's great. I picked correctly. But I think the Panthers are going to have more of a fight to say than the spread suggests.
Yeah. Like 7.5 is an interesting spread.
It's a
I feel like that's going to be more
a
of
little
3-point
high.
game. I'd take Panthers to cover like within 3.5, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
anyways. Collage.
Collage.
Sorry, just a funny little thing for what's happening on the Tuesday slate this week for week 9. Kennesaw State versus FIU and Western Kentucky versus Louisiana Tech. It's a little bit of a swapsies from last week. Because FIU beat Western Kentucky, Kennesaw State beat Louisiana Tech, So now the winners are facing each other and the
Mhm,
losers are facing
mhm.
each
I
other.
saw
I just
that.
think it's a funny little thing.
I like that.
I think COSA scheduling is a cute, funny little thing.
I love it so much. It makes me smile.
I looked at that earlier and I'm like, huh, that's funny. I like that. Um,
Anywho,
anyways, just a fun little tidbit for everyone out there.
hey, so
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead
shout
and
out
just
Sam Houston State for being still winless, just to start off.
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and give
believe
you a
they may be the
loss for the Bucks
only.
game. Just by the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the loss for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Just chalk it up because I've
Eight,
already
8 and
lost
12,
mentally. So no funny number.
10 and 6.
Chad 10-6 versus Virgin 8-12.
Anyway,
um, but yeah, shout out UTEP for winning the ass off.
love some
And if
UTEP.
I remember correctly, I believe the only winless team still standing is now Sam Houston State. If I remember, I might have to go onto ESPN to look for that because Oregon State won their first game this week. Oh, UMass. UMass has still not won a game.
They almost did. They were so
Almost.
close. They were
And
so
then,
close.
Yeah.
Just just real quick update into the Lions game. Baker Mayfield, one play, one drive, pass to Sterling Shepard for 4 yards, fumbled, recovered by the Lions. The Lions now are 4th and 5 on the Tampa Bay 36 after 2 incompletions, so they're gonna kick a field goal.
I hate everything.
This is fucking stupid.
This is so chalked, and I'm so done. So yeah, Sam Houston is still winless.
Yep.
And you ass.
Yep.
And that is it.
All right.
Those are the 2 winless teams remaining. And I believe that Sam Houston State might not win a game this year.
I don't think they will. But the Friday
That's-
slate, let's
anyways.
fucking talk about it.
Friday slate, baby. Oh yeah, we got some good ones here. Well, 2 good ones here.
I disagree. 3
Actually,
good ones.
no, 3 good ones. Yeah, I forgot about the ending of that game.
Uh-huh.
Which actually, let's talk about it. Fuck it.
Cal UNC
Let's talk-
first.
Yep, Cal Unk, baby.
I will say
How
one thing.
the fuck do you lose that, dude?
I will
How
say
the-
one thing. I fucking love this freshman quarterback so goddamn much. Every time I see him, I'm impressed. And I don't care. Oh my god, the Lions missed the field goal.
That's funny.
Um,
That's goofy.
Every time I watch Cal play, even if the freshman doesn't have a standout game, even if like 21 for 39, yes, honey. Oh, no, thank you. I'm hardly finishing mine. I'm good. These. Thank you.
You got food passing my way. What?
Ain't nobody giving you food, fat boy.
Fuck.
Here, Kyler, eat up. McChicky with the shell. Every time I see this freshman quarterback play, bro, I'm impressed. I really am.
Yeah, he's a
He
stud.
looks really poised. I will say, he loves his fucking targets. Whenever he establishes with one target for a game, and it doesn't matter what game it is,
Every
it doesn't
game.
matter who it is, it's repetitive. And
Yeah,
maybe it's a good
Jacob-
matchup,
Jacob de Jesus, man.
but we gotta figure that out a little bit. Shout out Devin Brown for
Yeah.
getting one pass in this game. Player coach.
Yep. I mean that fumble in the end zone. Oh my fucking days. Wow. What a way to lose that game, truly.
What do we say about the ball, Kyler? What do we say about the ball?
The ball, don't fucking lie.
2 hands. 2 hands on the fucking ball.
And always keep it to your chest.
2 hands in the chest. These fucking youngins, man. I swear.
These guys, they don't know how to play ball.
Well, I don't really have much to say about this game. It's just I'm
Yeah.
impressed with Cal.
Yeah, they were again way less dead in the water than we thought. Like again, still a mid tier or like a high tier ACC team, but we thought they were going to be a bottom tier ACC team with the Exodus this summer.
Yeah.
They've pulled it together. They have really pulled it together.
I will say I do want to see more complete games from them. I get it; they're still working on that freshman, but they're gonna have to start putting some shit together.
Yeah, I mean, like, you cannot have you cannot have 3 punts and going to. Well, I guess that's just kneeling it out, but you cannot have
Hmm.
3 punts in a quarter. That's just inexcusable.
Yeah.
You also cannot completely stall out in your last 3 drives of the game.
Hmm.
Just not. That is inexcusable, especially when you are so close to losing and when literally one play changes everything.
Interception by the
I mean,
Lions. Baker Mayfield fucking blows, dude.
hey, if Sam Darnold balls out tomorrow, I might actually fucking win. I don't know.
Hmm. Wait, tomorrow.
Or tonight, later tonight.
Hmm.
I'm stupid. I'm fucking.
Oh, that's one more thing I got to say about the NFL. Fuck the 2 Monday Night Football games. Give me just
Yeah, that's
one.
fucking bullshit. And also, why the fuck is it at 10 p.m.
Dude,
EST?
yeah, I saw that it was at 8 o'clock Mountain Time, and I'm like, what the fuck they got going on in the NFL?
Like, you expect me to stay up till 1 a.m. on a Monday? Fuck yourself.
To be fair, I will do it.
If it's good enough, yeah, but like, fuck. Some of us have work. Like, shit,
They
man.
expect people to get tired and then bet on the football games. I'm telling you, bro.
Actually, though.
Anyway,
That's how they wear you down. But anyways,
anyway,
um, shout out Jacob DeJesus.
goated name. Is that a
Or it's
top
probably
AP
DeJesus,
name?
but hmm?
Is is that a college football top name? Does he get
I,
added?
it's up there.
Does he get
It's
added?
on like
Pro
I'd say like I'd say like AP second team.
AP second team pro name? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I mean you can't beat guys like Squirrel White, at
Squirrel White's
receiver
so
or
tough.
Nitro Tuggle. Like you got enough receivers.
True.
Darius Clark.
Yeah,
You have enough receivers to fill in the 1, 2, 3 spot. So I think second team works.
for sure. All right. Anyway, let's not get
Anyways,
distracted here.
let's not belabor this point. Nebraska, Minnesota. Fraud watch.
Me when I'm doing my best Patrick Mahomes impression and then I just fucking shit my pants.
I get sacked 9 times like an idiot.
Okay, Minnesota's defense is actually good though.
No, they're goaded.
Bro,
Like,
they
don't
had
get it.
two players with 2.5.
2.5
Fuck.
sacks. Mind you, there was also Howard with 2 sacks and Eastern with 1 sack. And Kingsbury with 1. I mean, fucking hell, man. Also, Raiola, I don't know, or yeah, I guess he only had 4 rushing attempts. But I mean, when your combined rushing attempts with sacks and everything is -34, yeah,
Womp womp.
you're trash, kid.
Yeah,
You're trash.
I mean the fucking the damn near Canadian Big Ten team got him. Like the air got to him, man.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck, dude. And that's the thing. They were coming off of a pretty close win after losing to at Ohio State.
Yeah.
They gutted it out against Purdue, and everyone was like, oh, "Okay, cool. Minnesota's just kind of whatever." But then they come off and take a red hot Nebraska team that's 5-1,
And
and
you
they just dog walk them.
and you saw my rankings last week. I was high on Nebraska. I was liking what they were putting together. Not anymore.
I think I had them. I think I had them like pretty close to outside my top 30, or they were at least fringe.
Oh, I had them in like my 22 or something.
Yeah. I gotta look at my rankings. Yeah, no, I had Nebraska at the 29. So I thought they were a good team. I just didn't think they could really.
Everyone should.
super-
Hey, dude, if you fucking bet on FanDuel or anything, you should slam the over on Nico Collins yards because both Devon Witherspoon and Julian Love are inactive for the Seahawks. Nico Collins plus 100 yards is looking kind of sexy.
Definitely not doing that right now. Nope. You know what? I'm not behaving. Nope. I only bet on OSU games and Blue Jackets games. Nope. I'm not breaking my solidarity.
Okay, I guess that's fair. You have principles, I don't.
Trust me, I spend enough of my money on my hobbies.
Oh my gosh, another pick was just thrown, bro. This game sucks.
You're ruining the Emeka Ibuka Oroy case. Fuck.
Okay, anyway. I watched a little bit of this game. The Minnesota run game once again is good. Lindsey does what he needs to do. Nebraska sucks dick. Moving on.
Yeah, they are not a great 5-2 team, but they are good enough in the Big Ten.
You know what? They're gonna win a bowl game. I think Minnesota will win a bowl game this season,
And they got bald ass PJ Fleck doing his thing still.
and that'll be enough for them. You know, they'll win a bowl game
Yeah.
and they'll be happy. Now, oh Carson Beck, why did I
You
ever give you
fucking-
praise for literally anything? Why did I give Carson Beck praise for anything?
This is the Carson Beck that we know and fucking despise.
This is the Louisville team that I know, man. This is the Louisville team I expected to see earlier this season.
This is the Miller Moss we expected to see.
Miller Moss,
Mind
the
you.
man you are.
Coming out of it's crazy that USC last year had both Jaden Mayava and Miller Moss
Mhm.
and did not go 13-0.
Crazy.
But it's also because their defense sucked. Fuck.
Yeah. So this is a.
I
I don't know,
mean,
man.
Oof. I mean, well, also that's props to Jeff Brom, man. The
Yeah.
amount of top 5 victories he has notched with his teams is frankly shocking. And suddenly, I believe in the ACC rankings, Louisville is finding themselves still in the conversation.
I think with how the ACC is kind of collapsing on itself, it's anyone. It's anyone.
Literally, the only 2 undefeated teams in conference play are Georgia Tech and UVA.
Yeah.
And UVA almost lost to Wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
So they're showing some cracks. Georgia Tech, I think, is still vulnerable. They are still vulnerable. They bleed.
They're vulnerable, bro. But Haynes King is Jesus.
But Haynes King is king. Don't get it twisted. But that But that G-Tech defense gave up a lot to Duke this week. I'll say that
Mhm.
much.
But well, okay.
But also,
Now that we're talking about that, Duke is also a good team.
Duke is a good team. Absolutely. They're a top 30, top 35 team.
I
I'm
think
not getting it twisted.
I think the ACC is just going to be a circle.
Yeah. It's going to be the circle of parity.
I love the circle of parity so much.
It's great. So, I mean, hey, Louisville comes off. Hold on. Extra.
Bless you.
Thank you very much. Louisville has
Bucks kick a field goal to end the half. 3 to 14 Lions.
Chase McLaughlin points. Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude. I don't care if they kick 50 fucking field goals. That's all I need them to score with. Fuck that.
Hey, breaking news out of the Ohio High School Athletes Association. Wayne standout wide receiver Jameer Brown will be able to sign deals with his NIL.
Oh, I forget they're doing that with high school guys now.
Well, it was
It's
a
crazy.
lawsuit that just the ruling was just given today.
Wow. High school sports is about to change for fucking ever.
Dude, do you know a lot about like Ohio high school sports? It's deep.
I know that like it's underrated in how deep it is. Like compared to like obviously the big states like Texas and California that produce just a shit ton of athletes. But like I mean a lot of good players come out of these high schools here. That's
Mhm.
the thing.
All right. Reeling her back in. Fuck Carson Beck. Miami is fraudulent.
Very.
Ohio State and Indiana and A&M are the only teams I trust right now when watching any given Saturday.
Yes. And also Louisville's defense is fucking legit.
They're so good.
Very fucking
They're
legit.
so good.
And Jeff Brom is an amazing coach, and Louisville is glad to have him.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, I think, with which was what I wanted to get into in a sec.
Mhm.
Their upcoming schedule puts them in the driver's seat.
Oh, bro, it's cheese.
this conference.
It's straight cheese.
Boston College, Virginia Tech. You host Cal and Clemson. And I think your only game that you could have some trouble with, but you have so much time to prepare, is visiting SMU. And even then, like SMU has shown a decent amount of cracks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just this week, they kept it close with Clemson. Admittedly, the Mustangs are hot right now. They're on a 3-game win streak after a pretty rough loss to TCU to end the non-conference. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they have a pretty rough schedule before Cal. They still face Miami and Louisville.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess they face Miami before they face Louisville.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're building a case to. It obviously just depends on what happens with Georgia Tech. But I mean,
Yeah.
if UVA loses a random game here, Duke already has one loss. If Louisville doesn't if Louisville doesn't lose another conference game this year, they're going to the ACC chip.
Yeah. Sorry. There's some.
Against Georgia Tech.
No. You're right. I'm sorry. I got distracted on my phone. Tom Thibodeau was apparently seen in Boston talking with Jason Tatum at Celtics practice. For those of you who don't know, Tom Thibodeau was fired in the offseason by the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau, Joe Mazzulla coaching staff? Kind of gets me hard, not gonna lie. I have a chub.
Pause.
Anyway.
Because the thing is with the Cavaliers right now, they're 3-0 in conference play, but they face Cal and Duke away.
They do, and I saw that, and they haven't really played the best in away environments.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, they did beat Louisville in OT, and they did take Florida State to 2 OT.
Mm-hmm.
But when is that going to end? You know, when are they going to hit their trap game? Because they've been playing close for the past 3 weeks, and at some point that has to give.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot, even if they play close at UNC this week, that is 4 close weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You then go to Cal, who's playing hot at home. Even if you win that, and you beat Wake Forest pretty handily because Wake Forest sucks, you then go to Duke, and that's again. The Cal and Duke games are like clinching games for the ACC title game. If you lose either one of those, you let Louisville sneak in.
Oh, for sure.
Like 100%. I think that is how the ACC is going to shake out. At least in my humble opinion of keeping up with the ACC more than I really should.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how Louisville moves forward from this win. And it'll be interesting to see how Miami moves forward from this loss because they can still make the title game. It's a lot harder now because a lot of these teams in the ACC have their cupcake schedules. So we will see. But Carson Beck, you can say goodbye to the NFL and say hello to the CFL.
Yeah.
Have fun in Canada. Or I could also say this. Carson Beck, you have been selected as the number 1 overall draft pick for the Columbus, whatever the fuck we're going to be.
We are the Aviators.
The Columbus Aviators.
Which is a cool fucking logo and name.
Yes, it
It's
is.
just straight up the Dayton Flyers, though.
But anyways,
Columbus
you
is a
are
football
now
team and I'm happy.
an Aviator. You are now an Aviator, sir. Welcome to the team. I will no longer slander you. Just kidding. Yes, I will. You suck. Anyways, Friday slate over.
Now, how many games do you want to touch on?
That's
I got a couple.
good question. I'm kind of scrolling through these right now, real quick. So if you want to start on one,
I will start on one that I watched a lot of. Oh, hey, I didn't even see Bimpy was in chat. I'm sorry, Twin.
Hey, Bimpy, what's up, bro?
So, while you look at like all the games you want to talk about, we're talking some hometown heroes. We're talking about little brother. The fucking Bearcats.
Bearcats.
Dude,
I'll pull it up right now.
Fields for Oklahoma State had a really big game. Cincinnati just fucking poured it in the fourth quarter. I have been so I can't say his name enough. Brandon Sorsby has looked so fucking good, dude.
Also, nice completion percentage.
Nice completion percentage. Cincinnati's
his
defense.
stats for this year are insane.
Cincinnati's defense worries me a little bit. They're not really getting to the quarterback, and this is a really, really shitty Oklahoma State team. Would have liked.
Yeah,
to
they're
see-
starting a wide receiver at quarterback, by the way.
So scares me for when Cincinnati's got some of these harder Big 12 teams.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Sorsby looks great. Pryor looks great. Jennings looks fantastic. I've been really impressed with Cincinnati, and I have them just keeping go. I think they're just going to keep going up. They haven't lost since week 1.
I'm buying the Cincinnati stock. That's for sure.
I mean, dude, I'm so excited for next weekend. Them versus Baylor. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
so
gonna be-
good. It's gonna be so good.
That is going to be a banger.
I will say they do have to go to Utah the 1st of November.
That is a rough one.
That being said, I think they can do it. I'm so high on Cincinnati right now. It's not even funny.
They certainly could.
That's all I wanted to do. I got to touch on little brother. That was so taken out of context. Whoa. I think I have to talk about the Cincinnati Bearcats, who are little brother to the Ohio State University, is what I meant to say.
Yeah. And mind you, I mean, did they let up
Mind
451
you.
yards of offense? They did let up all this offense, but they didn't let them score.
Mhm.
So clearly the red zone defense is not something that they necessarily need to worry about, albeit this is a transition era Oklahoma State team that
Mhm.
just fired their tenured head coach. But, a good win is still a good win in a chaotic division that is known for being the epitome of any given Saturday.
I agree. While I'm down here at the bottom of the schedule, there is one more game that I want to talk about.
All right, ahead. Excuse me.
South Florida is fucking good, dude. They are so fucking good. I was so out on them when they looked incompetent against Miami. Ever since the Miami game, they've just gotten better. Dude, I cannot say this guy. Byron Brown is Jesus.
Yeah, I mean 367 yards in scrimmage is insane.
I mean, this whole offense is beautiful to watch. And FAU didn't have
They're
a bad
electric.
game. They had a bad game on the ground. They didn't have a bad game through the air. But FAU was just outmatched, man. The Bulls look so
Yeah.
good. I'm so high on that. Them in Cincinnati, dude. I'm just so
They are
high on.
offensive. They're like
They're
USF
juggernauts.
offense is nuts.
They are juggernauts. I will say
Five.
that.
The group of 5 this year, I think, is the strongest it's ever been.
Thank you, transfer portal. Thank you, transfer portal. Thank you, transfer portal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Ah.
Anyway, now you can go. I just wanted to talk.
Group of
I just
5
wanted to talk
representatives
about those
should
two
win,
teams.
Definitely. Speaking of group of 5 should be shoe-in representatives, let's talk about Memphis UAB, man. UAB
My poor sweet
running-
prince.
running on interim coach Alex Mortensen gets an emphatic win against a Memphis team that was rolling 6-0, playoff
Dude,
aspirations.
we were talking about
group
them.
of 5 representative.
Yeah, we were both in agreement. Like, yeah, dude, they're gonna be the group of 5 representative for the playoffs.
Admittedly, I think well, Memphis ran 2 QBs this game, but
Did Hill go down,
I gotta see what's going on.
or
with
is
that.
Lewis the guy? No,
Or, yeah,
Lewis
Lewis
is the
was
main
there.
guy.
He replaced Brendan Lewis early in the third quarter. I don't know why.
Let me see if it's in the.
I wonder if it's in their like depth chart or something.
I'm looking here, like in the game synopsis.
Yeah. I'm checking their roster as well. Oh, yeah, Brendan Lewis, leg injury.
Okay, so there you go.
So that did also kind of exacerbate things where you had to throw in a guy that had no.
He hasn't played a snap this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it makes a little more sense because I was like, well, how the fuck did they lose this game? Okay, even if that's the case, how the
Also,
fuck does this Memphis
in
defense?
in the third quarter, this was still a close game.
Yeah.
Like I think UAB only had like about in the third quarter, it was. I mean, it was 14-17 going into the third quarter, and then it became a 10-point game. But like, you had to settle for a 25-yard field goal in the red zone to keep you down 7, and then you just let it go from there. I mean, you're down 17-31 with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, but my whole thing is, how the fuck does this Memphis defense give up 470 yards?
Yeah. Mind you, also UAB had 2 turnovers on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis only had the pick from Hill
Mm-hmm.
when he was first starting in the third quarter.
I mean, but then again, 13 of 25
Is also pretty atrocious, yeah.
yeah. Poor
So
Memphis. Poor Memphis.
QB changes I think fucked them over, but the defense gave up way too much on an interim coach, and it's that whole I mean, truly it is the phenomenon of interim coaches.
Dude, I
Interim coaches in their first game, I genuinely I hold on.
I will go use the restroom while you talk to chat.
Yeah. Interim coach records in first game. Let me see if I can find that stat. As of October 12th, 2025, how have interim coaches done in the first game? We take a look at the results since 2010 season. Oh, this is the NFL. Let's try NCAA. Let's see. Uh, this is Dabo Swinney. Blah blah blah. Okay, you know what? It's a phenomenon. You've all seen it. It, you know, it's that one hit wonder type of thing where with Jerry Neuheisel, um, obviously you have it here with Mortensen. So it's just I think they got caught with their pants down and they couldn't prepare for something where you fire your coach so you don't have a new game plan to go off of. But I don't know. Let's see what we could talk about. I kind of want to wait for him to come back for that one. You know what? I'll talk about Penn State and Iowa. Man, Penn State is just they're fucking atrocious, dude. I mean, this is truly a garbage team. Literally the only good thing they have is Katron Allen. Nick Singleton is terrible, which is shocking because this was supposed to be the best 1-2 running back duo in the league, and now that's getting passed up by Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price of Notre Dame. Which I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty close 1-2, but like nowadays, it's it's not even close. Like it is night and day between Allen and Singleton now. Um, I mean, they also let Mark Gronowski rush for 2 tutties and 130 yards while also passing for almost nice passing yards. Admittedly, Gronowski did throw the pick, but he's not known. Iowa's never known for throwing the ball um, accurately. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just Penn State is a garbage team, and they also let Iowa rally back when their team is not made for rallying back realistically with how much they rush. So it's just, yeah, this Penn State team is dead in the water. But I'm gonna mention that when Braden gets back. I need to go feed my cat real quick as well. So short timeout. it's taking so long? Probably just taking a shit. But I don't know. I'm about to crack open this ice cream Sammy, boy. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's good. Where's bro? I want a dog on Penn State. Like in here. Like everything else, it was pretty much all the ranked games on the week. Because there were so many of them this week. Like it was all a bunch of ranked teams versus a bunch of ranked teams. Which made it crazy, don't get me wrong. But like, damn, man. I will say though, we're both Penn State and OSU. Both have bye weeks going into the game. So that will be very interesting to see how both teams play well rested before the November stretch to end things off. Iowa, on the other hand, goes to play Minnesota before a bye week, and then they host Oregon, which will be interesting to see how they do again after a bye week. But the Oregon USC kind of 2 week stretch will definitely test the Hawkeyes to their limits to see how good they can be within this conference that is still dominated by the top 5 teams that are occupying, or the top teams of the Big Ten that are occupying the top 5 in the rankings right now. Yeah, bro's taking forever. Oh, it was in the first. I see. Started off with an INT. But anyways. Because I believe Penn State was up by... Yeah, Penn State was up by 11 in the third, like about halfway through the third quarter, and then they just let it go, even after Iowa missed the 2-point conversion, which is crazy. All right.
Braden had to
I
shit and got distracted on TikTok. Sorry.
I figured you were taking a shit. I was just dogging on Penn State because they look like shit.
Woo, woo, woo.
And also it's the fact that they let Iowa come back while down 11, which I think is
True.
really funny because Iowa is literally not built for that.
That's so true.
But I mean, they let Mark Gronowski run for 130 yards, which is crazy. And also the only good part of Penn State now is Katron Allen, and that's it.
Oh, good.
No, Katron Allen. Hey, Katron Allen's been having a good season. Nick Singleton is garbage.
No. I'm just shitting on Penn State.
And Gronkmeyer in his first official game looks like fucking garbage.
Wow, who would have
As we
thought?
expected.
The backup
Who would have
QB
thought?
to a team that doesn't ever produce quarterbacks looks like shit.
Yeah, the backup to the guy that already looked like shit looks like shit. Go fucking figure.
What I'm saying. Wait, hold on.
Anyways,
I think the Bucks might have just scored.
please. But not actually, but please. Save my
Tez
prediction.
Johnson touchdown.
Tez fucking Johnson. That's crazy. Unfortunately, that also gets Mayfield more points, which puts me deeper in the hole.
Unfortunately.
But anyways, another game. Duke G Tech.
What a game.
that was a really good game. It really does suck that Duke got worn down and let G Tech, really just have their way with them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I mean, they kept it close all game is the thing until the fourth quarter. Then
Yeah.
they shat the fucking bucket. It also doesn't help that the whoa, one of Duke's like only scores that could have happened. Oh fuck. God damn
Bless
it.
you.
Um, fuck me, man. Was returned for a scoop and score of 96 yards.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Oh, for sure.
That really sucked. Um, it kept G Tech in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I have been, I honestly have been impressed with how Georgia Tech has found ways to win, and they've found ways to win well.
Yeah. Like, mind you, without the garbage time TD at the end, this was a 17-point game.
Mhm.
Because let's be honest, a touchdown with a minute 13 to go when you're down 17, that's garbage time. So, realistically, they won this game by 17. And I don't think they were really expected to do that. This was expected to be a close game, and it was until the fourth quarter, and then G Tech just showed they were the grittier, tougher,
Yeah.
more built to last team.
And I feel like that's been their story all year. And if that's their identity, then that's their identity, you know?
Yeah, albeit Darian Mensah, minus the fumble, obviously, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
He does look really good.
Yeah.
He has still looked really good. I just wish Duke wouldn't lose in these ways
Yeah.
that, really just make them seem like worse than their record indicates. Because
Yeah.
they always keep it right up until the end, and then just they fuck it away,
Yeah.
which sucks. But hey, you have a chance to bounce back against Clemson,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a bye week. Then you go and face Clemson and UConn at a little bit of a road stretch. Then your next big game to really get into contention is UVA.
Mm-hmm.
If you can beat UVA, we can start talking about possible ACC stuff.
Yeah. For sure.
But Haynes King proves that he is indeed the reincarnation of Jesus, and shit happens. So, but shout out G Tech for keeping it real and being 7-0. They got a great system there, and Haynes King again, he is carrying that fucking team. Um, a game that I watched, and I actually had to look into a lot of what's going on in the locker room to really figure out what was going on here because we've been asking about this quarterback situation for weeks. Texas Tech.
Yep.
Um,
You actually like dove deep into this?
yes, of like why they were running this 2 QB system a few weeks ago and why things were looking really weird.
Uh-huh.
Um, so for Texas Tech, their starting QB1 is Baron Morton.
Yes.
He has 1,500 yards on the year. He's been playing like crazy. And then in the Kansas game, a player lands on his leg and hurts him, and he has to
Yeah.
go out for the game. Which they are now starting freshman Will Hammond.
Yes. I was aware that Will Hammond was a freshman.
What I don't think a lot of people are aware of, though, is the fact that Texas Tech lost a star defensive edge to a season-ending injury.
Mm-hmm.
This is not well known, which I think can explain some of T-Tech's, a few of their defensive struggles of not being
Mm-hmm.
able to get to the quarterback as much, but also the whole quarterback situation explaining some of their offensive ineptitudes in recent weeks.
Yes.
Which ultimately these offensive ineptitudes is what lost them this game.
Mm-hmm.
However, Texas Tech did have a good fourth quarter. They were starting to put together a rhythm. And unfortunately, a very costly, because I watched the end of this game very intently, a very costly pass interference
Yeah.
call. I mean, it was very obvious he was pulling
Yeah.
his jersey off. Uh, pause. Um, gave Arizona State the momentum that they needed to walk it in and win the game at the last second. Um, it's a bad loss for T Tech, no matter how you
Yeah.
shake it.
Yeah.
It is a bad loss. Um, it is a bad Big 12 loss because Arizona State was showing a lot of signs of weakness in
Mhm.
recent weeks, albeit they're one of the better Big 12 teams, but they just came off of getting their asses handed to them by Utah.
Oh, for sure.
Um, and they were looking dead in the water without Sam Levitt, and
Mhm.
then Levitt obviously comes back this week and does what he does best: sling the fucking rock.
Yeah.
Specifically to Jordan Tyson, so
Yeah.
Merchant talks a little bit probably. Um, but he was spreading the love a little bit, and they were getting a lot of very explosive plays throughout the day.
Mhm.
This is not to be ignored. When you only catch when you catch 3 of your 4 targets for 101 yards, yeah, you're playing pretty fucking explosive that day. Um, so I think Dillingham saw what was going on with Texas Tech and said, "Okay, we can take this. We can take this back and start to rewrite the narrative for our season."
Mhm.
Lo and behold, bada bing, bada boom. Now, Arizona State is sitting at the coveted 3-1 area of the Big 12
Mhm.
that is kind of clawing at BYU and Cincy's position right now.
Yep.
Because if either one of those teams lose, now Arizona State has the head-to-head on Texas Tech, and I believe they also, well, they could get the head-to-head on Houston if they win this week.
Yeah.
So they would be the leading 3-1 team, assuming Cincy or BYU loses. Albe- Albeit, Arizona State does not face either of those teams, and I do not believe Cincy faces BYU this year. Correct? I do not think they play each
They
other.
do. They do. Since he hosts
Oh, they do.
BYU's second last game of the season.
Okay, so then we would have a tiebreaker there, but Arizona State wouldn't be able to claim that. So some stuff does have to go their way for them to reclaim the Big 12 title this year. But assuming they win this week, they are in the they are in the very they are in a very good like next man up situation where if either Cincy or BYU starts to falter towards the end of the year, Arizona State might fill in that power gap and start to make a conversation for the Big 12 title game.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, this is still a very very good win for them. It was a great bounce back, and Texas Tech should should be worried for their playoff hopes. Um, with Hammond at quarterback, you know, it's not looking as good as it should.
Mhm.
You'd very much like to have Baron Morton out right now, but I believe he is considered week to week, if I remember correctly. Let me see.
Mhm.
Can I get some news on him, please? But if I remember correctly, he is week to week. Starting Will Hammond, QB, blah 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 blah. Nursing a leg injury, and
Gibbs another touchdown, bro.
yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
I think he might have 200 total yards already. He has 135 on the ground and 82 in the air. So was that 227?
Unbelievable.
217?
Yeah. So, anyways, while Morton is nursing this leg injury, Texas Tech is going to need to watch themselves. The defense didn't play well enough to carry the offense, so it bit them in the butt this time. But you just hope Baron Morton comes back and you can kind of get back to normal while still keeping him healthy. But we'll see how the Big 12 shakes out because this is a definitely
I'm
not
excited.
expected.
I'm excited for this for this conference to unfold. Wait,
Yeah.
who? Who is he
It will
talking about?
definitely keep vandalizing itself or cannibalizing itself. Bleh.
Um,
Well, actually, speaking of the Big 12, we can talk about a certain Big 12 game next.
who has all those yards? Oh, Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs has 217 total yards of offense in this game and 2 touchdowns.
I mean, fuck, man. Who's going up against Jameer Gibbs in our league this year? Oh, Jacob is. Oh, he's so fucked.
Who has Jameer Gibbs in our league?
Good. He needed a win, or he needed a loss.
Who has Jameer Gibbs in our league?
Oh, Cameron does.
Oh yeah, Cam.
Yeah. Yeah, which, by the way, putting up 150 points this week is fucking vile. We're the ass off this week,
It's okay. I'll win.
but yeah.
Thank you, Amon
No.
Ra. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I just need Chase McLaughlin to kick 3 50-yard field goals and then Sam Darnold to blow up in a good way.
True.
Anyways, speaking of the Big 12, let's talk the Holy War.
So true.
Bear Bachmeier, the true freshman quarterback.
The man that you are.
He is killing it over there. BYU looks like a really complete team. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Utah also looks really good. Don't get me wrong either.
I think Utah's just been on the short end of the stick for
But-
2 shitty games.
Yeah, I mean, you have a pretty costly INT in the fourth quarter that leads to a touchdown for BYU, obviously. Admittedly, this is in Provo.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're in Utah, or if they're in wherever Utah's fucking school is, this goes either way, really. I mean, both teams put up a very complete end-to-end game, both defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
Obviously, you kind of see in the fourth quarter the double 14 points. That's because the defenses are getting tired, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
all that good stuff. But I mean, it's a pretty similar story. Like, Utah was more effective in the rush game. They were about similar efficiency in the pass game. Utah was more penalized, so you'd obviously like to not lose the fumble and not throw the pick, which is ultimately what lost them this game. But at the same time, like, you only punted twice in this game,
Mm-hmm.
and BYU punted 5 times.
True.
So you were holding them, obviously you were holding them on these third down conversions and fourth down conversions. Actually, both teams really shat the bucket on that.
Yeah.
But I think that's just a testament to both teams' defenses as well. So this game is not a knock against either team. This is 2 good Big 12 teams battling it out.
Oh, for sure.
It's like you said, the Utes were on the short end of the stick. It's just the Cougars and Bachmeier played better, and that's that. So yeah, shout out BYU for winning the Holy War. They're putting together a really good playoff case right now, actually.
Yeah. I will say.
Which, by the way, on a freshman quarterback, which is crazy.
True.
But also, they're finding ways to win and stay undefeated. That is important this year, especially.
Yeah, absolutely it is. I will just say, for Bear Bachmeier, these last 2 games have me just a tiny bit worried with Arizona and Utah not getting over 200 for the second straight game in a row. Granted, against West Virginia, he went nuclear, but then against Colorado, he only threw for 179, and then against Stanford, he only threw for 175. So I'm just getting a little worried about some passing inconsistencies. And the completion percentage in the last 2 weeks definitely in the toilet compared to the 5 weeks previous. So just getting a little worried about him and his efficiency, but again, rookie quarterback, I'm sure he'll figure it out. It's just there's some things where I'm getting a little dicey on.
Yeah. And I will say his dual threat ability has come out a lot more in recent weeks in terms of just raw rushing yards.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely,
And
it has.
also, he's also only taken 6 sacks on the season in total.
Yeah, no, he's very elusive. Absolutely, he is.
So he's playing to a very high level as a freshman quarterback. So BYU is definitely very lucky to have him.
For sure.
But always shout out the Holy War. It's always cinema, and this proved it. Da-da-da-da. Another. Well, I guess this is a ranked game. I guess at this point, kind of everything is ranked games from here on out because
Yeah.
the ranked games were good this week.
The ranked games were good this
Um,
week.
Dude, how the fuck did Texas win this fucking game, man? They sucked.
Once
They
again,
sucked.
I am so much more unimpressed with Arch Manning.
He looked like garbage. And this Texas defense I don't know how this defense held together. They had 400 yards hung on their heads. I truly. Oh wait, that's how. It's because Kentucky went 6 scoreless drives.
Yeah.
Like they didn't score until the third quarter.
Yeah.
Which is disgusting. So the defense held where it needed to, but they also gave up so unbelievably much that Texas being ranked is kind of a joke.
Yeah.
They literally got it over beating a beat up Oklahoma team that was running on a quarterback that was 2 weeks fresh off of fucking hand surgery. So I don't know, man. Texas is going to be unranked within a few weeks. I'm calling it.
I have removed Texas from my rankings.
They look terrible.
They got back in there after
I believe
everyone
they're
shot the
sliding
bucket. Dude, I can't. This team is so bad. I can't fucking rank them.
Yeah. So they got so lucky in Lexington this week, though.
Oh,
I'll tell you that
whoopsies.
much.
My rankings almost made a guest appearance on screen.
Yeah, I had to save mine. I think Texas lose to Mississippi State this weekend. By the way,
Oh no, Texas is still ranked in my shit.
they travel to Mississippi State this weekend, so that might just.
Dude, Mississippi State almost went into Florida and won.
And mind you, they also face Vandy, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M after that. That is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. Sark needs to, which by the way has no plans to give up play calling duties on offense. Dude, give it up. You suck.
Yeah.
Stop being a prick. And just give up the offensive play calling because clearly it's not fucking working when you put up 179 yards against fucking Kentucky. So, yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous what they're doing, man.
It really is, dude.
We're gonna stay in the SEC for a little while because there's a lot of good SEC games that happen this weekend. I'll be honest. Tennessee, Bama, man.
If you want to talk about this one, I'll talk about Ole Miss, Georgia.
Absolutely. Tennessee, Bama, man. Ty Simpson Heisman case continues to build by the week.
Week 1 was a fluke. This Bama team's fucking legit.
This Bama team is insane. Ryan Williams had a fucking day. And it's a day that we haven't seen from him in a while. Jeremy Bernard was still doing Jeremy Bernard things, you know. Tennessee passed it a shit ton. It wasn't super efficient. And I think that's what lost them this game ultimately is their efficiency and also just Joey Aguilar not totally being able to step up in the moment.
He's still young. I have a lot of high hopes for Joey Aguilar.
He has time to develop. This is true.
Given everything that's going on in Tennessee, they have a lot of older guys. I really wish Nico would have stayed. Because given how Nico's playing in UCLA, maybe they would have figured it out this year. I really like Joey Aguilar. I think he has a lot of room for improvement. I think his ceiling is a lot higher than people are kind of maybe thinking about or giving him credit for. But feels like this Tennessee team is once again.
He's a senior.
Oh, he's
a senior.
I thought he was a sophomore.
No.
Huh. Well then fuck all that.
Yeah. Ass. Not actually though. Like Joey Aguilar is still good. It's just he's not to that great level that needs to elevate Tennessee over this team, over these better teams.
I thought he was younger. That's on me.
I did too, actually. I think he's just He's just been a bench rider for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Tennessee should get their hopes or like be too down in the dumps about this one. Obviously, you had a pretty shitty end to the half of the safety and the pick to end the half, but you know, it's it's not all doom and gloom from here though for
Yeah.
them. It's just Bama is that good, and come playoff time, this team's going to be really scary.
Yeah.
This team is going to be really really scary because this def my also shout out oh nope, not going to pronounce that. Shout out Pierre, a 3 sack day on his own.
Yeah.
Like three of the 4 total sacks came from Pierre today or on that day. And it's just I mean, this Bama defense is super legit.
Mm-hmm.
Super duper legit. Um so and again, I would not be surprised if Ty Simpson is a Heisman favorite come when the voting like really starts to
Oh, for sure.
ramp up because he is having a shocker of a season. I mean, he's 69 yards, nice, short of a 2,000 yard season already. He has almost 2,000 yards through 7 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
18 TDs, 1 pick.
Yeah.
By
No.
the way,
Yeah. He's been nuclear, man. He's an.
he is he is just looking like I mean, literally the best quarterback in college football.
Yeah.
When most people were pegging him outside of like the top 5.
Look, man. He's an Alabama recruit for a reason. I think a lot of people forget that.
Yeah. So I think the Dabour era is I wouldn't say picking up where Saban left off, but I think Bama fans after that first year super overreacting. Super overreacting.
Well, you need to remember what they've seen.
Yeah, they've seen natty after natty after natty after natty for years and years and years, and the upper echelon, like literally the top echelon of coaching prowess and prestige. I mean,
Yeah.
probably when you go from arguably the best college football coach in history
Yeah.
to someone who's unproven and loses to unranked teams in his first year, I get the reaction, but in hindsight, now it is an overreaction.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. But excuse me. Bama goes to South Carolina next week to face a team that is beat up, bruised, and looking for a win, but I doubt they'll get it.
Yeah.
And Tennessee next week is going to Kentucky. So I think both these teams Tennessee will get a good bounce back win, and Bama will continue to roll. I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure.
And yep, that's all I gotta say about Bama is that they're really fucking good and they never left.
All right.
Ole Miss, Georgia.
All right. Ty Chambliss. I'm so sorry, my sweet prince. My Heisman.
Yikes.
My personal Heisman. Chambliss did everything, dude. You can look at the completion percentage all you want and say that that's not good. When you're going up against Georgia, that's good. It doesn't matter. He ran a lot and efficiently. He got the ball out quick. I watched a decent amount of this game. He looked good. Gunnar Stockton just looked better. I with full confidence would say if this game was not in Athens, Ole Miss would have won.
Yeah, they were so close on that last drive too.
They were. It got close.
One play. It's always the one play difference.
Absolutely. And you look, Georgia did not record a single sack. Ole Miss only recorded one. This was a clean day for these offenses. What it came down to is Ole Miss, once again, no run game. We talked about this earlier in the year with Ty Chambliss and why he's so good. It's because he offers a run game. Lacey looked like shit. And this is a guy who normally Ty Chambliss can lean on, and he just couldn't. When you take away
He
that,
do it all himself, yeah.
So it was. I'm still high on the Rebels. I still think they're good. I just think that this was a very good matchup for Georgia. I still
And it
think.
also helps that Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bowens also both had really good days on the ground.
Oh,
And Gunnar Stockton, actually. All three of them had really good days on
oh,
the
oh
ground.
yeah. Everyone was great for Georgia in the rush attack. I just really think. Um. Uh. I just think Ty Chambliss tried to do it all himself, and he came up short. That being
Yeah,
said,
there is.
I'm still really high on Old Miss. I really think this defense is good. I would have liked to see a little bit more pressure. I mean, they got the one sack. Um, Ole Miss always has like a really good defensive line, so I don't know. Just think it was kind of a who could shove their weight faster and harder, and Georgia has just more experience doing that. Lane Kiffin, kind of in these close, higher tier games, just kind of fizzles out at the end, and I think we just saw that here.
Yeah.
Ty
And
Chambliss is
also,
still the Heisman, bro. I don't care.
it doesn't help that they're getting it to Lawson Lucky in the end zone 3 times, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like that's certainly a white boy performance of the week.
On God. On God.
So, but yeah, I mean, Georgia's still very much in the SEC driver's seat. They're still in the national title conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Never left, and it's certainly a they certainly have a pretty decent schedule going forward because they have Florida, Mississippi State, Texas, Charlotte, and then their last game is G Tech, which that game is going to be cinema.
I'm excited for that game.
G Tech Georgia game this week or this year. If it's anything even close to what it was last year,
Mm-hmm.
ecstatic. I am ecstatic for it.
Me too.
So, but yeah, I'd say similar sentiments I think hold for my opinions of Ole Miss and Georgia right now. Da, 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 da. Right, more SEC.
Yes.
TAM Arkansas.
Whew.
Arkansas almost frickin' did it off of their interim head coach.
Bobby. I love some
Uh,
Bobby, man.
Is that Bobby Petrino?
It is Bobby Petrino. He's back.
Yeah. Okay, Bobby Petrino is
He's
back,
coaching
I guess.
he's coaching for the Hogs right now.
And it certainly did them wonders because they put up 525 yards of offense. Taylon Green looked fantastic.
He did.
I mean, well, both teams looked really good actually. Marcel Reed looked really good through the air and on the ground. Casey Concepcion and Mario Carver still doing their thing. Admittedly, not as much, but I mean, Ashton Bethel Roman also had a really great game. So, I mean, when you're able to spread the love like that, obviously, you're going to find a way to win this.
Oh, for sure.
But, man, this TAM defense does not fucking exist.
No, not at all.
They do not fucking exist. Don't get me wrong. They recorded 4 sacks on the day, but, like, other than that, I mean, it's just. I mean, Arkansas was just letting that ball fly, and it just worked for them up until the very end, and they got real close, real close,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately it was too little, too late, and Texas A&M stays undefeated.
Yep.
But then again, good teams find a way to win, even on
But better teams find a way
I
to
was-
cover.
what was the cover again?
7.5.
7.5. Yeah. So better teams do find a way to cover, and TNM did not do that. But also, you got to give it up to the interim coach phenomenon.
Oh, for sure.
I just talked about it earlier with UAB and Memphis. It is truly a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Of interim coaches in their first game. They always I'm always wary of it when it happens. Like the same thing with UCLA with Neuheisel and all these other guys this year. So, but hey, Arkansas might be in good hands in Petrino.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how the rest of the year shakes out for them. It was a close, tough loss, but next up on their schedule, they have Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they host that at Razorback Stadium.
Could be a win.
So they could certainly start to turn things around a little bit for the season. It's still a somewhat lost season, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you
Moral
have the top
victories.
offense, when you have the top offense in the country, you might just be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Albeit they have a bottom 20 defense overall. So we'll see how that goes against Jackson Arnold and Auburn's ground game.
Moral victories, buddy. Moral victories.
Moral victories, that is for damn sure. Um, this is our second to last SEC game, and then
God, there's so many.
we have two SEC games, OSU, and then a special one.
Okay.
Um, Mizzou Auburn,
That was a crazy game.
crazy fucking game. Um, this was a you win, no you win, no
Yep.
you win game. Neither of these teams wanted to win. Um, both quarterbacks looked like garbage.
Yep.
Um, Ahmad Hardy was held to a pretty quiet day on the ground. Well,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I guess just Mizzou was in general, but also that's also to mention that Auburn's defense, like Auburn's rush defense is good.
Yeah,
They have a top 10 rushing defense.
they do.
And they were still able to rip off like 90 something yards. So, I don't know how many sacks Auburn recorded in this game though. Let's see. 2 for Atkins, 1 for Crawford. Okay, yeah, it looks like they recorded 2 sacks on the day. Um, but yeah, both these teams looked like crap in this game. It was a very like defense on defense game, but ultimately Mizzou does come out the ultimate victor. And in those games of, you know, defensive um, defensive fortitude, the better like good teams find a way to win those
Yeah.
games, and great teams find a way to win them when it takes a long fucking time. Especially when you miss the 2 point conversion into OT and you still have to hold the line.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought Mizzou did a fine job with that. Um, albeit the offense needs some work in this, but you know, um, it doesn't really change my opinion that Mizzou is still a really good team with a lot of really good pieces. But I think that the weaknesses shown in this game could rear their ugly head next week
Oh, oh,
when
for
they
sure.
go when they go to play Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah, and that's gonna be a really good game, just all throughout too.
It is going to be a fantastic game, and honestly, SEC football is just in a fantastic state this year. I'll say that much. It is in
Yeah,
a really good state this year.
absolutely, it is.
Um, so and for Auburn, you're 3-4. The Hugh Freeze era is certainly. I mean, you're coming off of 4 losses in a row. You started
Yeah,
off 3-0, and now you're ripping off 4 losses in a row. Albeit, all of these games close, are 1 score or close 2 score games. Auburn has not lost a game by more than 10 points this year. Mind you, they have also faced 4 ranked teams in a row, including 2 top 10 teams, a ranked 11 Oklahoma, and a ranked 16 Mizzou. So they have had the schedule of doom and gloom, and unfortunately, it does not end. Admittedly, you have a 2 week break of Arkansas UK from the ranked gauntlet, but then you face
yeah,
Vandy in November.
yeah,
Then you have an easy game against Mercer after a bye, and then you face Bama to end the year in the Iron Bowl.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Hugh Freeze is fired this year. I really would not
Mm-hmm.
be surprised. Um, but we'll see when it happens or if it even happens. But as of right now, it's hot seat territory.
Oh, oh, absolutely.
Sorry, I just want to see how long we've been going for. Who is what the hell? Um, okay, we're not doing too bad on time. Okay, last SEC game, LSU Vandy. Man, Joel Sloan, I don't know how he hasn't been fired yet. Truly, I do not know
Yeah.
how has not been fired
Oh,
yet.
for sure.
He is fucking awful as an
Wait,
offensive coordinator.
wait, hold on. What game are we talking about?
LSU Vandy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. The fact that like the fact that Nuss looks the way he does this year when we saw what he did last year is fucking laughable. Um and this loss puts Brian Kelly on the hot seat. I don't care what anyone says.
Hmm.
Kelly is on the hot
He's
seat.
been on the hot seat, dude.
Yeah.
It's just time to fucking
Um
like actually take some action about it.
and I think Tigers fans will be happy to see him go.
Yeah.
They will also be happy if he takes his offensive coordinator with him and leaves Blake Baker. Albeit this defense got shat on this game. Diego Pavia just ran all over them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I
He's
mean,
so good.
they literally could not stop him worth a damn. Um, and this LSU rushing offense continues to be horribly inefficient as well. Caden Durham has not panned out like how LSU fans thought he would last year. Albeit that is also because of LSU being very banged up. The O line is riddled with injuries. They also, if I remember correctly, it was not Wick. It was not, or was it Whit Weeks or maybe Harold Perkins? LSU was missing a. I believe they were missing either Harold Perkins Jr. or Whit Weeks partway through the game, but I believe it was Whit Weeks. Um, but they also had a key offensive lineman leave partway through the game, so they had to start maybe a freshman, I think, or someone who's played like one snap in college. Um, so LSU is a very banged up team. Don't get me wrong; they have the potential, but I think their coaching and coordinating is holding them back. So,
Yeah.
and this game is also I don't think it is a knock on the LSU defensive coordinator either. It's just the fact that they were truly like outmatched. Not even like a scheme thing. They just were outmatched. And it was just Pavia was able to use his legs to get it done at any given moment.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is the man elevating Diego like Pavia is the man elevating this team. Um but also this Vandy defense is like it's solid all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
So um yeah, I don't know. Just again, LSU continues to fall further and further every week, and this loss just really cements that fall. And I wouldn't be surprised if LSU doesn't make it back into title contention after this loss because their next 2 weeks are against number 3 and number 4 right now, TANM, and you go to visit Bama. It's a it's a rough slate these next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Admittedly, Arkansas, West Kentucky at home is a nice little 2 week break,
Mm-hmm.
but then you go to visit Oklahoma to end the year.
Yeah.
So it's just at what point does Brian Kelly get fired is the real question.
Should be yesterday.
It should be yesterday. This is true. They also need to fire Joel Sloan, but are they going to do it? Who knows? But yeah, the Tigers' playoffs hope are like pretty much all but dashed unless they can steal a win somehow. But given how banged up, bruised, and beaten
Mm-hmm.
this LSU team is and
Yeah.
how poorly coordinated it is, I don't see it happening. I do not see it happening, and
Mm-hmm.
LSU's playoff window is going to close because Nuss has to go.
Woof.
It is gone.
Slammed.
So, as for Vandy, they're in the top 10, which I never thought I would ever say while I was alive. But here we are, saying it in my 20s, which
Yeah.
I think is just a beautiful thing. So, you really do love you like don't get me wrong. I'm an LSU guy, like for the most part. But seeing Vandy on the come up, I can put the LSU minor allegiance aside for today to celebrate Vandy being relevant and not the punching bag of the SEC anymore. So, and the crazy part is that Vanderbilt beat a top 10 team and didn't storm the field.
Oh, yeah.
That is a wild statement.
Oh, for sure. Because they just knew. They knew
Yeah.
that they were better.
Yeah, and it's just indicative of a great new era. It looked I'm it's a great time to be a Commodores fan. It really is. So, and Vandy's entered the playoff competition now, which is insane. So, we'll see how they pan out. I believe who do they play next week? They play Mizzou next week, which is going to be a very important game. I believe they can rip off a win when they go to visit Texas,
Yeah.
and then they have Auburn and UK at home. So that's a good and that's a good 2 week stretch to end the season before you go to visit Tennessee. Visiting Tennessee is a bit rough, but I think given Tennessee's inconsistencies and also just the fact that they're 2-2 in SEC play, Vandy can still find an open door to kind of make it into that conversation, or at least still stay ranked to the point where they are in the playoff like contention, even if it's a lower seed. And they could do some damage. They really could.
Oh, for sure.
Because that's the thing. A lot of these like higher tier SEC teams that are gunning for the title are gonna be in those higher seeds come playoff time.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Vandy could rip off a good win or two for those. But we'll see how it pans out. But either way, Vandy football is fucking back. So back. And Tigers football is gone.
Up the butt.
Up the butt. Okay, last two games for the day. Bucks, Wisconsin. Dude, Julian Sand might be fucking Jesus.
So I got a couple things to say about this game. Not like terrible things. First of all, I think Julian Sand is doing exactly what he needs to do as the Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback currently. He's literally feeding it to his receivers. He's spacing the ball out where he needs to go. He's getting everyone involved. That's what you're supposed to do in an offense like this. The running back room is starting to be a major concern. I'm getting because
albeit Wisconsin's rush defense is it's top 20 in the nation. I should mention that.
I'm not denying that. I'm not.
But
But what's concerning, every single top team has a pure number one rusher. That's just the undeniable truth. Ohio State has 4 guys that they rotate. And one guy is good one week, and then another guy's good the next week. This is not sustainable.
yeah.
Someone
It does keep our guys healthier, but it's not a
It d-
system that we want to run.
It does, but then you can't build plays around them when you have Donaldson does not play the same as Bo Jackson, who does not play the same as Donovan Peoples, or not Donovan Peoples, Jesus, James Peoples, and who does not play the same as Mr. West.
Yeah.
That's
Which
my
admittedly,
problem.
Isaiah West is more of like the garbage time running back.
He is.
But we put him in sometimes even while we're still playing the first string guys.
Exactly. Which it
So
hence my concern when
yeah.
when you have all these guys rotating, you can't build plays around them like you can the wide receivers. You can build plays around Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and Max Clare and Brandon Innit. Like you can do that. You can't really build plays around these guys, in my opinion, if you're shifting them out, unless Julian Sand is that comfortable, which he seems to be. I just worry that one day something's gonna go wrong somewhere. It's gonna bite him in the ass.
Admittedly, I think the distribution of love in the run game is a bit skewed because obviously Donaldson only rushed twice.
But he also
versus
caught 3
Bo
passes.
Jackson. Yeah, so like we're using him more as like a receiver guy, and that's fine. like I think Jackson did very much have the RB1 position, especially because he also caught more than Donaldson did as well. He was targeted more. Um, and then obviously once the game got away, those two left the game, and Isaiah West comes in and kind of just fills all the duties as per usual of the like RB, the true RB1 in this scenario. But
Yeah.
I do understand where this is coming from, and this is true. We can't just like definitively say that like, oh, Bo Jackson's the best running back on this team when it's like in certain
I
scenarios,
think that.
yeah, but like it's not like we use Bo Jackson for literally everything in the run game.
No.
You know, we don't use him. We don't use him on the first. We commonly use him on the first downs. We don't use him a ton on the third and short. We don't use him on a ton on the goal to go situations in the red zone. So I think I think there is obviously this is why we're debating this and everything. I think there is some truth to what you're saying though, and that it could bite us in the ass, and I'm with you on that. I just think the issue of it all is a bit overpronounced, especially when looking at this game in a vacuum.
Well, no, and
Just because of how good Wisconsin's front seven
and
is.
I'm not saying that the running back production is a problem. That's not what I'm saying. I get Wisconsin has a good rush defense. What I don't like is rotating so many guys out that it feels like, from what I watch, running backs can't get into a rhythm. And that's what running backs have to do to settle into a game.
Okay.
They have to run,
Yeah.
they have to feel the defense, they have to physically be there, which is
Yeah.
what I get in Ryan Day's like style. Like, he wants to keep everyone fresh. He wants to give everyone, he wants to share the love. I get it.
Yeah.
But from a offensive perspective, I just don't see how that's completely viable. It's working, obviously, but I feel when we get some of these teams that are more inept on both sides of the defensive ball, then it's going to start to get a little dicey.
That makes sense.
And that's all it is.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's kind of a symptom of trying to replicate what we did last year with
Mhm.
Henderson and Judkins.
Except no one is as dynamic as those two will, like, yeah, it's just not the
Yeah.
case.
Like Bo Jackson is not Travion Henderson 2. CJ Donaldson is not Quinshawn Judkins 2. And we're trying to play it too much like it is. I'm with you on that because they have been doing that all fucking year.
Yeah, so that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Any,
super fair actually.
anyway, go Buckeyes.
But
Julian saying should be a Heisman front runner, but I digress.
he should be. Also, most yards in a game since 2022 CJ Stroud Rose Bowl. So,
Yay!
and also I think one of the no, that was or one of the highest completion percentages, I believe. Like in a game as an OSU QB, maybe. I think. I think it's up there.
Probably.
So anyways, go Bucks. I'm sad that there's a bye week this week, and I'm not as
Yeah.
sad that Pitt State game is noon anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed. I'm not as pissed anymore that the blackout is at noon. Now, if you would have told me the blackout was at noon like 3 weeks ago, I would have been pissed. I would have been super pissed. Now, I don't give a shit. So, but I will be reporting live on that, but that is not until week 10. So, yeah, go Bucks, beat the bye week. And I think our final game that we should discuss of the day, Trojans fighting Irish.
So true.
The Trojans should have won this game.
Oh, for sure.
Genuinely. They should have won this game.
Carr
Notre
did
Dame
not look
shot
good.
themselves. Notre Dame shot themselves in the foot so many times. Rampant PI, inefficient passing, just like wide receivers just not being or just not helping Carr out either. And Mayava was looking good. It's just the picks, man. Like both teams shot themselves in the foot repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mayava had a not so great day either. Um, it was just a weird day, and everyone just kind of played kind of whatever, except for Jeremiah Love.
Dude, he's so good.
Holy fucking shit.
He's the Heisman. We talk about Ty Simpson.
Heisman.
We talk about Fernando Mendoza. We talk about Julian Sayin. We talk about all these quarterbacks, all these wide receivers. Dude, there is not a running back in this country that plays like Jordan Love. He is
Jeremiah
the
Love.
Heisman. Or yeah, Jeremiah Love. It's because we were talking about football.
Yeah.
We were talking
Which,
about
mind
NFL.
you-
Bleh.
Mind you, he's also splitting carries with Jadarian Price,
I
which this is the best 1-2 running punch in college football right now.
Dude, I think this may be one of the best 1-2 punches I've seen in history, and we just witnessed Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson.
We also had prime Nick Singleton and prime Katron Allen last year.
I think this duo is better
This is
than
better.
them. I think this is better.
This is better.
I think this rivals OSU last year. I think it does. If Price was playing at this level last year, we might have had a different story in the national championship.
Well, also if Jeremiah Love didn't play like shit in the national championship game,
Yeah.
but
Whatever.
just OSU things. Sorry, not everyone can have natties. Notre Dame in the modern day era.
True. That being said,
Pretty sure Notre Dame's last natty is in like what, the 90s.
I've unrelevant
like that.
before I was born. Don't care. Jeremiah Love, easily, in my opinion, easily the Heisman.
1988 was their last one.
Bro, my mom was 9 years old. Like,
Yeah, irrelevant. L. Imagine not having a championship in the 2010s or the 2020s or the 2000s. Couldn't be us. Lol.
anyway, we got
Anyways.
Mr. Clownball over here.
Hey, listen, we got one of those natties when the year I was born. All right, I deserve it. Damn it.
Anyway, yeah, USC absolutely should have won this game. This is, again, me not being high on the Fighting Irish. And when I was lower on them earlier in the season, people who I talked to in my personal life were like, well, it's 2 quality losses. Dude, I don't give a fuck about a quality loss. What is it still? A loss.
Yeah,
And
you still lost.
And this game just proves that. This is a game that the Fighting Irish should have lost. Whatever. Like, I don't think they're as good as they say they are. They moved up in my rankings because of everyone else losing. I'm still not high on Notre Dame. USC is still a good team. They're still competing.
They just had a very unfortunate, I mean, these last 4 drives in the game are just, they felt like they just fell apart.
Listen to their last 5 games. At Nebraska, host Northwestern, host Iowa, go to Oregon, host UCLA. The Trojans could end this season with 3 losses.
Yeah.
They could be 9-3 if they with how Oregon's going to be coming for next, so that's not a game they can win.
Yeah.
But I definitely think they can go to Nebraska and win. I mean,
They're not losing in Autzen again. There's no fucking way.
I mean, USC.
They're not going to take that.
USC is the number 1 rated offense by statistics. They will.
Yeah.
They will win. They will win these games.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, their defense isn't even that bad.
No.
It is almost top half in the country.
Yeah, but
overall.
That's the thing. When you're a team with such a good offense, but your defense is bottom half.
It's specifically in passing, their bottom half.
Your offense is going to need to be even that much better.
Yeah, which evidently reared its ugly head when the offense shat the bucket at the end of the last 4 drives with pick, fumbled, turnover on downs, pick to seal the game.
Yeah, so it was just Notre Dame was able to seal it, but man, oh man, did USC deserve this win.
Yeah, so Notre Dame is unfortunately re-entering the playoff picture like we didn't or we kind of anticipated, I guess, in their best case scenario, because other teams are losing because it's utter chaos and they are still finding ways to win, even though they shouldn't have won this game. But hey, when you shoot yourself in the foot, if the other team shoots themselves in both feet, you'll win. Even though, again, they lost by pretty much every metric possible, except for net rushing yards, but that's also because you have a fucking Heisman on your team. So, yep, it was turnover diff and just inefficiency in the rush game. But anyways, that for our score recaps on the week. So, we'll get on to our rankings.
Oh, picks.
Oh, picks. Yeah. I gotta scroll to the bottom. Whoops, slight little. No, okay. We're just gonna. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. I've got my games to book. Get it? Halloween. Guys, it's October.
No,
Please laugh.
no. You can sit with that.
Okay. I'll sit with it while you do your.
Okay.
I'll just sit with it while you do yours. I'll just chill here.
If it will load, I would love to make my pick. So I did not look at this week. This is all off of just the eye test of
Your
what
vibes.
I think will be good games.
I've left one of these games in the honorable mentions because I think you'll pick it up. But we'll see.
What's he building in there? Well, first of all, I already talked about this game, how I'm already excited for this game. Baylor Cinsa fucking nasty, man. This is going to be an amazing offensive game. And can anyone guess who I'm riding with? Can anyone guess who I'm going to pick?
Gee, it might be Cincy.
Cincinnati, give me the Bearcats.
It's on my list, and I also took Cincinnati.
Good boy. I mean, what?
Huh?
All right,
Oh.
you pick your game while I look at the rest of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna replace a Big 12 game with another Big 12 game. It's Houston, Arizona State.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Yep. And I'm taking ASU to win it because they're off of an emphatic victory, and I think if Sam Levitt still plays the way that he usually does,
Mm-hmm.
they'll take it.
Easy.
But it'll be a good one.
My second game, and this isn't a particularly crazy game given how these two teams have played, but what Kyler was talking about earlier in stream, these interim head coaches, you never know what's going to come out. So I will be taking the border war, Colorado State-Wyoming rivalry game, and CSU on the interim coach will walk into War Memorial Stadium and beat Wyoming. And no, I'm not saying that just because I'm a CSU student.
Hey, if anyone knows CSU ball, it would be you.
I really think Wyoming is hot doo-doo dog shit. CSU is also that.
They've been hot fucking dog shit.
But look, CSU is also bad. Housed ever.
Yeah.
Interim head coach. Anything can
Interim
happen.
head coach theory. And you know what? If they win this game, it will prove my theory even more correct.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just saying.
this is a CSU team with absolutely nothing to lose.
This is true.
All right, Twin. What's your next game?
Wait, how the fuck is it 9-24, but Chase McLaughlin only has one fucking field goal?
Because touchdown, no 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. Go fuck yourselves, fucking stupid ass Buccaneers. Buccaneers.
Dude, the Buccaneers look terrible.
The Buccaneers can get fucked near some fire. I don't care.
My
right.
reaction to that statement.
SEC game because I am apparently just sucking this conference off this year.
You love sucking this conference off.
I'm sorry, man. There's some good fucking teams this year and some good fucking games, and they cooked with this schedule.
What is it?
Give me Mizzou Vandy.
Mizzou Vandy. All right.
Mizzou coming off a pretty tough win against Auburn. Vandy coming off their win against LSU. I just think Diego Pavia continues to roll. This team looks fantastic. Give me the Commodores.
Love some Commodores.
Give me some Commodore football, baby.
Very good.
Because if Tennessee can't be good in the state of Tennessee, then God damn it, we'll take Vandy.
So true. All right. My last one, a game I'm excited for.
Please say what I think you're going to say.
my Heisman coming off of a really, really bad loss, going in to the Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium. Ole Miss, Oklahoma, new SEC battle. And with how Oklahoma has been playing recently after the bad loss in Red River, I'm going to take Ole Miss on the road for this one, and I think Ty Chambliss is going to have himself a gem of a game, and I think Oklahoma's going to fall.
Alright, interesting. Oh wait, shit! I need to see what because I also picked that game, but I just want to remember.
Did you
what
think I
put
was going to
back.
take South Florida Memphis?
Yeah, actually, I was.
I thought about it. I thought about it. I don't. I saw Ole Miss, Oklahoma. I saw Ty Chambliss. I saw how he played. He's gonna want a taste for a good win. I think this could be a really good game.
I had Ole Miss winning it as well. So
If you want to take that, I will take South Florida Memphis, and I will give my take on that. If you want that for yours.
listen, I'll take South Florida Memphis because I do love me some Group of 5 football, and it wasn't my honorable mention, so I had it on my radar.
Okay, so we'll take you for. Plus, I feel like you always take ranked matches, so we'll give you something else to look forward to.
It is technically a ranked match.
I mean, like the SEC ranked matches.
The SEC.
You've been pulling for those pretty hard this season.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll change my game of the week because I usually do my game of the week last.
Mm-hmm.
My game of the week is Mizzou Vandy. Admittedly,
Fair.
I still need to put it
Fair.
there because
Absolutely.
that's going to be a better overall game. But USF Memphis coming off a tough loss to an interim head coach. They're looking to bounce back. Still take that Group of 5 spot back. But man, USF is just playing like they're on fucking fire, man.
Because they are. It's
There's
because they
no
are.
there is truly no stopping that unit, and I think they are going to trounce Memphis.
Okay.
2 honorable mentions: Texas A&M, LSU, and
Mhm.
BYU, Iowa State. Just by the way,
I have 2 honorable mentions as well when I was looking through this list. Illinois Washington I think is going to be an underrated game. Washington, after getting popped in the mouth by Michigan, will be looking to make a statement against Illinois, and
once his run back.
and BYU Iowa State, another Big 12 matchup.
I
Huh?
said that. I just said that.
Oh yeah, no, you did.
Eh.
I looked at a
But-
different game and said BYU Iowa State. Texas Mississippi State we talked about earlier.
There it is. Okay.
And then another game, so I actually have 3, I lied. Another game. I'm shocked neither of us touched TA&M LSU.
Shocker. I already did.
Yeah. No, I meant like take them for our picks.
Oh.
Like I'm
yeah,
shocked we didn't do that.
I don't trust LSU enough.
Well, then TA&M feels like a real pick then for you. But that's just me.
But also, I just didn't think it was going to be a good enough game.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Minnesota Iowa. This could be a really big defensive game. And you know me, dude. I love some defense.
Some Big Ten defense, baby. Nothing like
hello,
it.
Mr. Wave.
Nothing beats it.
Nothing fucking beats it. Is it top 25 time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, NFL game.
We
Pause.
already did those.
Oh, we already did that. You're right.
Because we
it's
were
top
on
25
NFL
time.
for an hour and a half.
Yep, it's on. It's 25 time. Why don't you go first?
Okay. So
Just in case your internet decides to shit
just in
itself
case
sooner
my
than later.
internet decides to shit itself, let me zoom in all the way.
500%.
Let me see if you. All right. Are you looking at mine?
I can certainly pull it up on the Twitch.
You don't
Hold on.
need to. I was just wondering.
Oh, no, I'll just pull it up on Twitch just to
Okay.
see what's good. Okay, that's all muted, and we're good. Okay. I'm
Okay.
good.
So, number 1, the defending national championships, the Ohio State University, Indiana.
Go.
So I had A&M at 3 last week, and I had Indiana at 4. Given A&M giving up all those points to Arkansas and Indiana just still continuing to roll, it's hard to not put Indiana as the second best team in the country. Bama is my number 4. They are just rolling. Oregon, another situational boost, and they did win very well against Rutgers. So Oregon, I think, is still a very good team, given their loss to Indiana. If you're going to lose at home, and it's currently the number 2 team, I think you're in a good spot if you're Oregon. But granted, if Indiana blows some shit in the water, I will be also moving Oregon down. Georgia is my number 3. Looked very impressed against Ole Miss. Their only loss being to now currently number 4 Bama by 3
Georgia's your
points.
6. Sorry.
Or Georgia's my
shut up.
6, yeah. Yeah, Georgia's my 6. And then right under them is Ole Miss. Like I said, I'm still really high on Ole Miss. I think this was just a bad game for them in terms of matchup. They're still a very good team. Georgia just matched up very well. GT, man, I'm so high on GT. It's crazy,
Dipping the syrup on these guys.
dude.
Damn.
I'm high on GT, man. They just keep finding ways to pour it on. Easily the best ACC team right now, and they've had some really good wins. The win against Clemson, they poured it on against Duke late in Duke. Like these are good. These are good quality wins.
Yeah.
And also Haynes King is king. Vandy is my number 9. I'm with you on the Pavia train. They did really, really well against LSU. I'm really impressed.
It's a very touted defense, by the way.
It is. It's a really good defense. They held
Albeit
Alabama.
missing like a part or two, but like they still have a
it's
lot of
still
their really
Yeah.
good corners and safeties and everything
Yeah.
like that. So.
And I've struggled with putting either BYU or Vandy up more. I just think I've seen more quality play out of Vandy compared to BYU because while the quarterback is a true freshman, I'm really, really worried about his play the last couple games. So that's why I have Vandy over BYU strictly off of quarterback play. So yeah, BYU rounds out my 10, and like I said, they're the best current Big Ten team after the disastrous that was Texas Tech. Big 12. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You know what
I'm
I
just
mean.
trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to be a dick about it.
Yeah, I know. Miami goes down to 11. I still think they are a decent team with a lot of great pieces. They just got caught with their pants down.
It was a signature Carson Beck disaster class game.
Absolutely, it was. Oklahoma's my 12. They're still my 12. I think they're still a very good SEC team. Not really moved by anything that they've done recently.
I will say
Red
Mateer
River.
is getting better. I think Mateer is getting better by the week.
He is.
With his hand injury. So
Hopefully they shine against Ole Miss. If they end up beating Ole Miss, then Oklahoma shoots right back up, and I'll probably have Oklahoma at like 7, and Ole Miss will go down to like 9.
yeah, they'll be back in natty contention.
Exactly. ND is my 2. I moved them up +2 to 13. I had them at 15. I can't put them over teams like Oklahoma, like Miami, with 2 losses. I just can't.
Quality losses, but
I don't give a shit. A loss is
some
a
of
loss.
these other teams could have had these quality losses.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Mizzou is my 14. Still really impressed with everything that's going on down there in Missouri, and I think this is going to be a really good chance if they can upset Vandy. I'm essentially going to I'm just going to swap the 2 teams.
They find the ways to win.
T-Tech, I moved them down pretty harshly because even though ASU is still a quality roster with a very good quarterback, T-Tech does this every year. They get some really good steam, and then they fucking blow it, and then the tires start to fall out from underneath them. And I think we're headed in that direction now.
The injury spike has hit one of the tires.
And it's just going to unravel from here. It happens every year with Texas Tech.
Assuming though that Baron Morton doesn't come back. If Baron Morton comes back, we start to have some different conversations. I'll say.
Well, I need to see some play.
But yeah, that's assuming Baron Morton comes back and keeps playing the same way he did, and not
Exactly.
some post-injury bullshit.
Exactly. And then I have Virginia, and you know me, I haven't been very high on Virginia this year. It was almost a bad loss, but they held out.
Good teams find a way to win.
That's what I'm saying. In a very weak ACC, they're winning, and they're winning well. Last week was a poor example, but they're winning well. USF.
I think the last 2 weeks were pretty poor examples.
Yeah. Hey, but USF, let me tell you about a juggernaut offense, baby. We're so back. That's all I'm saying. Tennessee, I moved them down from 11 to 18. Definitely quarterback questions. Definitely some secondary defensive questions. Still a top 25 team, but those are two
feel like
losses, especially one at home, that you would really want to have.
I feel like those secondary problems were kind of present from the start, but yeah,
Exactly.
it's kind
Yeah.
of still a problem, which is like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Cincinnati, I moved from 22 to 19. I'm real high on the Bearcats. Where did I rank Miami here? 11. They were my number 2, and then Carson Beck threw 4 picks.
Too high.
Yo, I appreciate the resub. Too high? I agree, like to an extent. But I can't rank Notre Dame over them because Notre Dame has 2. Number 1 Carson Beck hater, right? You're so real for that, dude. You're so real for that. I hate Notre Dame more than I hate Carson Beck. But Cincinnati is my 19. I have not shown, like, I have said time and time again how high I am on Cincinnati. And a gifted sub. What a homie. What a homie.
I'm going to wave, yeah.
Louisville is my 20. That's so goated, bro. Been really high on Louisville before everything, and after that quality win against Miami, the defense looked fantastic. They deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Illinois
Especially
is
with a good coach like Jeff Brom.
Oh, absolutely. Illinois is my 21. Again, opportunistic. I had them higher. I think I had them at like I had them at 25. And yeah, they just get to move up because other teams kind of blew it. I didn't move Texas. Texas was 22 for me last week. They're 22 for me this week. I am just not impressed with Texas. When other teams start to win and Texas barely starts to squeak by, they're going to start getting moved down. Michigan is my 23. I had them just outside the top 25, and then they played really well this weekend against Washington. They're back in it. And it seems like they're really just going to huddle around this position. They don't really have any other wins before Ohio State that will like shock me. ASU back in it at 24, given the beating to T-Tech. They got to start accumulating some more wins to move up this ladder. And then finally, after the loss, Utah just moved down 1 spot. They played really well.
Against a good team.
Against a really good team, so I can't fault them for losing the way they did too harshly.
Or at least not fault them. Yeah.
I can't harshly fault them for losing the way they did because they have lost. This is the only time I will use the excuse of quality loss, because in this case, it truly was.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the road, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were in Provo.
They were in Provo against a now top 10 team, and they lost by 3. You know, it is what it is. And then my first,
and also they had multiple. I should mention they had multiple turnover on downs in the red zone, so they were very close to making this a much different game on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
So and they just didn't, and that's.
Now for my first 5 out.
Anyways,
I have LSU outside of my top 25. I have yet to see a win from them that means anything. Yeah. Their win against Clemson now means nothing.
Minus 16 is, I think, the largest drop we've ever seen at the history of this show.
We need to keep record of that.
I don't think you can get much worse than minus. You can't get a lot worse than minus 16.
When FSU lost the second game in a row, I threw them down hard. So we might need to go research that.
You want to go back to your week, whatever it was again?
This is the same file. I need to stop deleting them. I need to start keeping them.
I kept a record.
Okay, so I need to start doing that.
I'll have to go back to the VODs or something.
But yeah, from what I've seen, LSU does not have a quality win. All I'm seeing are losses to beatable teams and beatable situations. Tulane, I moved up 2. They're doing well in the American. Houston, I also moved up 2. They besides the T-Tech loss, they've been playing well. USC, I threw down 10 spots because while I agree with you, that they did not deserve to lose that game. There were too many opportunities to win, and they did not take advantage of. That is what bad teams do. And I faulted them pretty hard for that.
Oh, I think they were already unranked by the time they lost to Miami, so I don't think we really like.
Well, I had them higher,
Mm,
is what it was.
lost them out of the rankings after the Miami.
I
game,
had
guess.
FSU higher than what they
Mm.
were ranked nationally, and then because of a certain loss, I threw them down.
Okay, so I guess that would be. So I guess that would be week 5.
But USC, I think they're just not a top 25 team as they stand. They need to start accumulating some better wins. Nebraska is going to be a really good place to do that. And then for my 30th spot, I didn't really know who to pick, so I put Navy.
FSU is -13, by the way.
Okay,
So -16. -16 is the largest
Yep.
drop
it is.
we have seen in the history of this show.
Everyone also needs to know I am not nice with my rankings. If I think you play like shit, I'm moving you like shit. You're a
He
little
plays
more
evil.
They do, but be
Yeah.
that as it may, they're 7-0.
They're still undefeated.
Memphis was my 30 and they lost a game. Nebraska was my 25, they lost a game. Washington was here, they lost a game. I don't know who I'm putting else there besides Navy. And I
That's
thought
fair.
I
It's
thought
hard
about it.
thinking about
I
this the
thought
top
about it.
30, like the first 5 out is really hard at this point.
Dude,
of
I
the
thought
season.
about it.
I had to think real fucking hard too.
So Navy's my 30. The minute they lose, though, they're never touching this ranking again. This is because they are 7-0.
Yeah.
They go into clock milking in the first possession. It's so fucked up but funny. It is funny. All the military schools
Funny.
do it. It's awesome.
That's why Army Navy is a fucking awesome game.
So true.
Because it's just bleeding fucking clock all game the entire time. So there's like 6 possessions and it's like, well, you didn't score that one possession. Fuck you.
Mhm.
You lose.
Mm-hmm.
You had to settle for a field goal. Oh, sorry.
Who
can make the game more-
Yep. All right. That is my ranking, and now I will pull up your stuff.
All right. Top 25 time. Let's get to it. So, number 1 for, I believe, the 9th consecutive week in a row, because fucking duh. Your reigning champs, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
The Ohio
They are still
State
playing.
Buckeyes.
They are still playing like the best team in the nation, and nobody can argue any differently with the two of us because we watch these games very fucking religiously.
Yep.
So if you want to argue about it, argue with a brick wall.
So true.
At number 2, I've got Indiana. With the Miami loss, it just makes sense. And they played well against Michigan State. So
Yep.
they got it. At number 3, I have Bama.
Yep.
They're playing like their life fucking depends on it, and they are looking fan-fucking-tastic with
Mhm.
Ty Simpson at the helm. At number 4, I have TA&M. I was debating bringing them up this spot, but obviously with the Miami loss, it kind of had to happen.
Mhm.
Although I didn't feel fantastic about it just with how close they played Arkansas. But
Yep.
interim head coach theory, I'm willing to let it slide.
There you go.
Oregon played a great game against Rutgers. They go up 2. Georgia played a great game against Ole Miss. I bring them up 3. I'm not punishing Miami as harshly as you did for their loss. I'm bringing them down 5 because I feel like Louisville has always kind of been in the shadows this season. Like they've always been that like fringe top 30, top 25 as we've seen in my previous rankings.
Yeah.
And
I'm
where
not-
I've had them in the top 25, top 20, top
Yeah.
30 at various points throughout the season. So
So
it's just how this is just a difference in literally just how we rank these things.
yeah, and I'm gonna kind of talk about that because you know me.
Yeah.
I have been personally high on Louisville. I think they're a better team, but 3 factors came into my ranking. Did you throw 4 picks? Yes. Did you lose at home? Yes. Were you unable to use your best player in the ground game entirely? Yes. That is why they dropped so hard for me.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And I think the reason I don't drop them as far for this week specifically is because we've seen them win these eye test games before.
Mhm.
That's the thing. They've done it this season. So it's not like they magically cannot anymore just because of one game by Carson Beck. And that's, again, it's a difference of opinion. It's why we do this. It's why we have separate top
Mm-hmm.
25s. Um, at number 8, I have Ole Miss. I did not punish them too hard for this loss. They played a really good team. They lost in a really shitty fashion. It happens. They can bounce back.
Oh, for sure.
Um, albeit my next ranking here, I think might be a bit too high right now. I have Notre Dame at number 9, and I'm kind of rethinking that decision
Blah.
right now. I don't know. I might like looking at this live. I kind of want to toss them below BYU at the number 12. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that live right now on camera. I don't even care.
What?
Um, so that brings Vandy up
So
to
it's only
plus
been 3.5
10.
hours.
G-Tech up to plus 2, BYU up to plus 10, Notre Dame up to
Wife is mad. Confirmed.
what's that? Plus 2, plus 2. Okay, so actually at my number 9, Vandy.
Hey, we agree on that.
Yeah, so I feel like talking about the Notre Dame game a little bit more made me realize, yeah, boosting them for this USC win is just kind of fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it was a great win. G-Tech also a great win. They go up 2 spots. BYU, they passed the eye test for me. They're
Mm-hmm.
moving up. So you obviously I had them at 21 last week. They're up at 11 now. It's just they played a really good game against a really good Utah team on a freshman quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So this ranking could be very volatile, obviously, but
For sure.
they're shaking out really well in Big 12 play. So I gotta give them their flowers. Notre Dame does still go up spots because they still won despite shooting themselves in the foot a lot, but it's the shooting themselves in the foot a lot that kind of made me reconsider this position. Um,
Yo, appreciate the sub whiskey.
Hey, man, subs out the fucking wazoo.
And we just hit our first ever subscriber goal, so 10 subs.
Dubs. Dubs in the shot. Let me see. She's about to pull the about to pull the router again, bruh. Too
Dude,
crazy for that.
she is staring.
Stop! Oh my gosh.
She's sitting in that. She is standing by my wall, arms crossed like this.
All right, at number 13, I have Mizzou up 2 spots. They still found a way to win in a very gritty game
Yes.
against Auburn. They deserve to move up for this.
Yeah.
I didn't punish Tennessee super harshly for their loss to Bama because it's Bama at the end of the day, man.
is
Like
Bama.
there is only so much you can fucking do.
Yeah.
At number 15, I have Louisville.
Wow.
I am
15.
I am propping them up on this win because I think they can take this momentum and ride it. Admittedly, I mean they made Miami look like shit.
They did.
That's the thing. They made them look absolutely fucking terrible when Miami had found a way to win in these close games all year. And just magically Louisville said, "Fuck you, you're done winning."
They so I think
So
I think it's interesting how we rank differently. I saw that
yeah.
game and I said Miami shoot down. You saw that game and you said Louisville shoot up. And I think that's funny how we rank differently.
Yeah, because mind you, I had Miami not drop that far, so like I
Mhm.
still have Louisville like a pretty decent distance from them, but they still need to be like closer together now at this point,
Mhm.
just because of the skill gap. Um, at number 16, I have Oklahoma. I brought them up 3 spots because I thought the win against South Carolina was good. Their defense still looks really good, and I think that Texas loss was a fluke based
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
Mateer coming fresh off that surgery,
That's why
and it's
that
looking more and more
Mhm.
like that is the truth by the day. I think Mateer is going to get back into form within the coming weeks. He's already looking better and starting to get comfortable with, obviously just getting the ball out. Oh,
Yo.
what happened?
So you know about
Oh,
Keandre Miller, right?
was that the Springfield guy or
No,
that we were
no,
just talking
no,
about?
no.
Or-
Kendre Miller. The Saints.
Oh, Kendre Miller. Yeah.
Dude, you know he tore his ACL, right?
Oh, just kill me already.
I didn't
Dude,
know
are you
that.
are you fucking serious, man? Great, we have to rely on AK even more.
Whoa. So that whole segment we just did about the Saints guys, whoosh. It don't matter no more.
We're fucked.
They're chopped cheese.
Which again would be better with the O line, but
AK is a domestic terrorist. Anyway, back to your rankings.
he's
So
not a
sorry.
domestic terrorist. You shut your mouth, Pimpy. I swear to God. I will teleport to Atlanta by the power of sheer fucking will to find you and slap you.
Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Him and Jacoby Myers are two cheeks of the same ass. So true. So true. He's right.
Ain't no fucking way. That's crazy.
Anyways,
Illinois doesn't move because they didn't play this week.
you have them higher than
Whatever.
I do, yeah.
I mean, because they're still a good team at the end of the day. They can still perform in the Big Ten.
They absolutely
So,
can.
T Tech is dropping pretty far after this loss for me, just because
Fair.
of the quarterback problems, the injury problems. Like, it's a cycle that T Tech's fans probably know all too fucking well.
Yep.
So I can't do it.
Oh, for sure.
This is where things start to get. This is where I had to really ponder about where to put these teams that dropped and had really bad losses. At 19, I have LSU.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping them out of the rankings just yet because I know they can play well. It's just Brian Kelly is the real domestic terrorist here. So that's kind of my take on it. But I imagine if I see another bad week of play, I would not be surprised if they fall out of the top 25 here pretty soon. At number 20, I have Texas. They dropped 2 spots. It's a shitty win. It's a really shitty win. And my confidence in them wanes by the day
Yep.
because they suck. And I think that Oklahoma win is again looking more and more like a fluke each day. So this ranking is probably just all for nothing because they're going to look like shit again.
Oh, for sure.
UVA doesn't move because they had a win against Wazoo. Cool, but it's Wazoo.
Yep.
So I'm not moving you for that one. USC is down 8 spots. I think I overreacted with them beating Michigan, but they also did just play like garbage.
Yeah, and then that's why I moved them so low for me as well. But I definitely can see them shooting back up in my rankings.
Yeah. Like they could pass the eye test again. It just depends. This is a week to week thing for a reason.
And that's the thing. A lot of these teams that people don't get, like, oh, why did Braden move X team 8 spots up, then 10 spots down the next week? A lot of these college teams operate on a fucking pendulum, back and forth. That's why it's a weekly rank basis, like you said.
Yeah. We assess this on a week to week basis based on how these teams are playing currently, based on what we have seen within the past week.
That's what something the AP poll doesn't do.
Admittedly, context does still build the basis of these rankings, but the week-to-week factor matters more to us than it does to the AP.
Basically, what we're saying is we're better than the AP poll.
This is true. You combine our votes together, it will be more accurate than the AP. Trust.
So true. So true.
At 23, I have that bitch-ass team up north.
Cincinnati too low.
They beat Washington by a pretty decent margin. I'll admit, you got to give them their flowers. USF, I have at the 24. They're finding ways to win against these power or these group of 5 schools, and it's looking really good. I wish I could rank them higher. It's just the times they have first Power 4 competition have been a little rough, minus the early season, like beating Florida, but also they fired Billy Napier, so
yay!
Yikes. Hooray! Finally. At number 25, I have Cincy. I need to see a little bit more in Big 12 play for me to be moved, admittedly, because I am very, very low on Oklahoma State. They are an atrocious fucking team.
Don't care.
Don't get me wrong.
By a million.
Don't get me wrong. Bearcats hung $1 billion on them anyways, but the defense gives me some worries, and Sorsby's inconsistencies at times give me worry. So I need to see that Sorsby can be consistent in those big games before I really decide to start bumping Cincy stock up a lot. And for my first five out, this was a long, hard debate on where to put Arizona State because again, it was a good win. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we have seen these inconsistencies. We have seen where ASU falters, and it is without Sam Levitt. If Sam Levitt does not play well, this team does not play well. If Jordan Tyson does not play well, Sam Levitt doesn't play well,
Mm-hmm.
this team doesn't play well. There is too much hinging on just these small portion of players that this Texas Tech win is still a good win in retrospect, but at the same time, ASU, I don't know if they strike the most confidence in me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have something that is like uber mega consistent
Mm-hmm.
that would keep them within these top 25 rankings instead of just this bouncing back and forth between out of the top 30, in the top 30, in the top 25, out of the top 25, out of the top 30. You know, it's this cycle where they're up and down and up and down and up and down. They need to stay up or they need to stay down. Right now, I'm putting them in the middle for a reason. Um, at the number 27, I have Utah. Admittedly, I think this is a little bit harsh of a punishment for a BYU loss, but good teams do find a way to win, and unfortunately, Utah did not find
Uh,
a way to win, and also some of these other teams above them found ways to win this week.
here, Bimpy. I'll show you the Cincinnati schedule for the rest of the season. But
Yeah,
it's not nice.
it's pretty
It's
fucking mean.
it's hosting Baylor this Saturday, then at Utah the following, then a bye week, host Arizona, host BYU, finish off at TCU. So it's not terrible, and I really think Cincinnati can win every one of these games. But they're gonna have to play some perfect ball.
Yeah, Sorsby needs to play the ball he's been
It
playing in these
starts
games that they've
with
blown
Baylor.
out by a lot.
It starts with Baylor. If Brandon Sorsby can go band for band with Baylor's quarterback, I'm all in.
Yeah, honestly, because Sawyer Robertson is a proven guy that is known to be a good gunslinger.
I think Sawyer
And if
Robinson
Sorsby,
will be an NFL backup, and he will be a great NFL backup.
yeah, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go into the league last year,
He
honestly.
he will this year for sure.
But I know he will this year because he's shown another pretty decent year. Um, at number 28, I have Memphis. They drop out of my top 25, unfortunately, but I mean,
Yeah, Memphis.
you can't lose those games. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Memphis was my 30, and
It
and
sucks.
because of the loss, they fell out. I still like
Yep.
them. I still like them. I think they're a
Um,
great team.
I still have Iowa in my top 30.
They do though. They do.
Well,
Oh, I could have put Iowa in over Navy.
the Big Ten or the Big 12 schedule or yeah, Big Ten
Wisconsin has
schedule.
the Big Ten
There,
schedule
yeah.
of doom and despair.
Yes, this is true. This is very true. Iowa played some good football against Penn State. You know, they definitely play to their opponent's level,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. But when you play upper competition and you play to their level, cool. I need to see it though. So we'll see. And rounding out our list at the bottom is Duke. It was an unfortunate loss to G Tech. They kept it close for 3 quarters,
They
and
did.
then they fell apart, unfortunately. But I need to see those complete games.
What I'm
I
saying.
need to. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Nebraska sucked dick this weekend, and Washington was my number 30, and they lost. So bye bye.
And they played
Um,
Bama. Yeah, they did. It was disgusting.
yeah, yeah. So, yep, those are our top 25s, and I think that is the end of our new content for this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was nothing else I really wanted to touch on. I feel like we talked about everything.
Yeah,
Hopefully, the Bengals
albeit
can win on Sunday.
for how crazy of a week this was, I feel like we kept it in pretty good time.
I completely agree.
So, yep, we'll see how things shake out next week. For everything, but for now, keep an eye on the games we said to watch because they're gonna be killers and they're gonna be some more conference deciders. But
Absolutely.
we'll when does the first CFP poll come out? By the way,
Let's look this up on Google.
is that in
When
November?
does the first CFP rankings come out? Tuesday, November 4th. So in what is that? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, that's 2 weeks time, pretty much. 2 weeks from tomorrow.
15 days.
Mark your fucking calendars, people, because we are going to make our last ranking in 2 weeks based off of the AP poll. Then we will start making it kind of based off the CFP poll, which I think will be fun.
I think it'll be better because then we can actually get into seeding.
Yes.
And I'm
'Cause right now
very
it's just-
excited for that. So
And also, right now, it's just AP's bullshit, and we know
Yeah.
they're up to some bullshit.
and we won't. I wanted to actually talk about this on stream, so I'm really glad you brought this up. I personally will not be doing a top 30 once we get to CFP rankings. Once we get to CFP rankings, I will be doing a top 15. The 12 seeds with the first 3 teams out.
Okay.
If you wanted to. I feel like that makes it a little easier for us too.
Yeah, that's fair, and that's what should be important. Is those 15 teams where it's those first 3 out, and the teams that are in the conversation. So,
I agree.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right. Any closing remarks?
Go Bucks, fuck the Wolverines, and yeah.
All right. With that, tip your waitress and wear your seatbelt. Those are my closing remarks.
Hell yeah.
See y'all next week.
Okay, bye.